you see me keep looking over my shoulder. I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon. It's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets spit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Oh, welcome to our Friday show. You know what it is. It's Arms Out Friday. And you can see me. I'm in my Motal jersey. That's what I'm feeling like being today. This is your host, Mo Young. You got the Diabolical Hater and Doc Eric, who, if I have realized if I come 15 minutes late, he'll be on the show on time. There we go.
Whoa, what up, fellas?
Yo.
I see you wearing your throwback. That's a throwback now.
It's a throwback.
It's a throwback jersey.
My official throwback, baby.
He is no longer a trailblazer, and I guess we can get, since you're wearing that, we can get that out the way before we go strictly football. So, with a bombshell trade that happened, Dame Lillard is now a Milwaukee Buck. I'd just like to know y'all thoughts on that trade.
Let me just throw this out real quick. Now, in these past couple of seasons, it seems like the All-Star event is kind of connected with these big moves, and I wonder what's going to come down the pike from that. So, as Mo just said, Dame just got traded to the Bucks, and from this past season, you know, the captains of the All-Star team was LeBron and Giannis. Well, you know, All-Stars was, you know, they had their bank of All-Stars and they had their bank of reserves. With the first selection with the reserves, Giannis selected Dame Lillard. So, I mean, I don't know if this is foreshadowing. I don't know if it's tampering. I really don't know what to make of the situation. I mean, overall, with what's going on with this trade, it, you know, is the end of an era for Dame time in Rose City. I mean, I'm still a fan of his. I'm a fan of Portland. You know, if y'all know my background, my wife is from that area. And, you know, when I got to see them up close and personal, and, you know, we have family trips time to time to go out there. I mean, I just fell in love with it. I feel about that city like the first time I seen her. It's just like, man, like, you know, the hard eyes and all that, you know, Roger Rabbit drooling, all of it. Like, I just fell in love with it. I mean, I'm happy for him and his career moving forward because, I mean, he really literally gave his life there. I mean, when dudes up there and said, I don't think it's just lip service. And you ultimately want, when you compete, you want to be a champion, and that formula wasn't working. And he said that when they drafted your boy last year, he didn't think it was going to work. And he said it. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Hopefully, let's give him a new start. Milwaukee, still remains one of those top tier teams, top 5, 6, perhaps in the East, definitely.
Man, they are
And
top.
I'm excited to see what's going to happen for them.
With that move, they're past top 6. They're definitely the top person in the East right now, and everybody healthy because they didn't give Giannis a shooter, a consistent shooter that could give him. You could put the ball in Dame's hand in 4 quarters. You don't have to rely on Giannis. You gave Giannis a break. And for when they saying Giannis wasn't involved in the trade because he's close with Drew Holiday and they didn't want his feelings to get in the way of them making the trade. So they did it without Giannis' consent. So it would just so happen he drafted Dame Lillard. But if you're the Bucks, you absolutely have to make this move.
Got to.
Like Giannis said, you know what? If you don't give me some help, I'm leaving. That was his words. I'm out of here without any help. If you don't give me any help, I'm gone. So what do? You get one of the biggest playmakers in the NBA. Now Giannis, it's up to you now. The ball is in your court now, Giannis. There's no more excuses. Dude, they gave you a weapon. He's a walking weapon. Most people don't see Dame play, but because he was on the West Coast, but Dame is a killer.
Well, even if they haven't seen him, they've seen the postseason. I mean, if you look at his highlight reel, that highlight reel comes from postseason play. Like, you have to go back to when they played us to when he didn't advance in the playoffs. And that was going on 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah, and you think about it. He took CJ McCullough and a bunch of bums to the playoffs damn near every year.
Yeah.
Let's be real. We're going to be real here. He took a bunch of bums and CJ McCullough to the playoffs every year. Nobody was checking for
It's a shame that that Portland never invested in building around him. So now he has a chance. Like you said, I think they went from, maybe being the 3rd best in the East to now the best in the East.
And maybe
with that
top
one
2
move.
Yeah, maybe a top 2 team in the NBA. You think about it. It could be. They'll match up well with the Nuggets. You can't build a wall around Giannis if you got Dame on the perimeter.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about Chris Middleton being hurt and missing games and being on some games. Dame is going to give you like 20 and 9, like 28 and 9, put it that way, something like that. He's going to give you over 20.
But I have to agree. He got 2 brothers that are on his team holding up 2 spots. You hardly ever see those cats play. So maybe if they freed up a spot, they can grab somebody else and even become stronger than what they've done with this one little move. Because this one move, but in my opinion, everybody benefited from this move.
Except Portland. And I'm going to go to your minds in a minute why Portland didn't, but go ahead.
Well, if you think about it, Portland ended up with draft picks. They might not benefit now with the players that were traded to them, but Portland isn't going to be that great, so they're going to get a decent draft pick, or they're going to get a decent number lottery. They'll have more of a chance to get a better lottery pick. I mean, not that there's a lot of great kids playing college now, but they can improve.
Listen, let me tell you why Portland got robbed. The Miami Heat offered them 3 first-round picks in Tyler Hero, who's a young star who can play, That was a better deal than what they got. They got a weak ass DeAndre Ayton, who we killed on this show. We killed him on the show. They got a 2029 first round pick, a pick swap that is never going to happen as long as Giannis is there.
Hold
A
up.
pick swap that's not going to happen, and then you have then you got Drew Holiday, who you're trying to trade to trying to get more picks because you realize you got swindled.
Hold up. Before we go further, I got a serious question. Do you fellas know? Did any of you fellas know DeAndre Ayton had a nickname? Like throughout his entire career. I want to say it's 7 years long now. 6-7 years long now.
No.
Any of you guys know?
Whoa,
Okay.
Miss
Now we know it's not me. It's not me. I have
it's
nothing.
Not Eric. It's not Eric.
Not me.
It's not Eric.
So
we can put the rumors to rest.
Now, breaking news.
That's one of his homeboys.
I have a burner account. Look, my hands are free. For the viewers of the show. But seriously, like I didn't even realize this man had a nickname. Now I don't know if he himself created this nickname, which would be terrible, or if he earned it. And to me, he still didn't earn it. But when you get a nickname, it's known, right? Like it's common out. Like we're on a platform, and it's barbershop talk type of a platform. Did any of you guys know he had a nickname?
No. Hell wow. No. I call him the big baby back bitch.
Wow.
That's what he is.
Wow.
That's the fuck he is.
And for those wondering, his nickname is Dominate.
What?
Dominate.
You said Dominic?
Dominate.
No, you must be saying Dominic. Like Mysterio.
I wish I was joking. I wish I pulled this out the hat. But this man's nickname is Dominate.
Come on, man. I know it's about to be the first of the month, but not April.
It is far from April. I'm not joking nobody. I'm not joshing. I'm not doing none of that. Like this man's name is what? Dominate. I have no idea. Like I was today years old finding this out. Man.
Dominate what? What do you dominate?
Y'all got that on me. That's beyond me.
That's funny.
All right, we got to go off the rails. Who did he dominate? Where did he dominate? He didn't dominate in college. He didn't dominate the pros. We must be talking about grade school.
Excuse me, fellas.
He must have given himself that nickname.
Dominate. And first of all, that's the dumbest nickname I've ever heard in my life. Dominate. Dominate? Dominate what? What have he dominated? We already look. Dominate?
That's funny.
I'm stuck on that.
Dominate.
Eric, come on. Eric got to be lying to me on this shit.
I'm gonna have to Google that one.
Fucking ice cream soft serve. We serve soft serve ice cream. That's how soft and DeAndre Ayton is. And this is why I said Portland got hosed. Because you're going to get rid of Drew Holiday trying to get some picks. The Drew Holiday ain't going to want to be there. We're going to get rid of Drew for some picks. So you might recoup your picks from that. But DeAndre Ayton, and then you look at what the Suns got. The Suns got depth. They got some good players. Nasir Little is he's a good role player. So is Grayson Allen. He's a great role player. Not a great player, but a great role player. They got depth.
Yes, they didn't have depth last year.
Yeah, that's the only thing Phoenix Suns was missing was depth, and then you get that. So they got their little piece, and they get rid of Aiden's contract, and then of course, Milwaukee wins because they get Dame Lillard. You get Ayton and you're trading Drew Holiday, so you don't even get Drew. You're trading him.
No, but I haven't heard anything about them trading him yet.
Oh yeah, they saying they looking to trade him because he don't want to be there. They look at here, say they asking price of 2 first-round picks, but you didn't get 2 first-round picks for Dame Lillard, so you're not gonna get 2 first-round picks for Drew Holiday.
Nope. You'd be lucky to get one, and it'll be conditional.
Yes, he's not worth a young player and 2 first-round picks. Drew Holiday is not worth that. Let's be real. So that's what they let their asking price. If you want Drew Holiday, I'm not giving you shit. I'll just wait till you buy him out when you don't want to play them. You got Drew Holiday. You got Drew Holiday and DeAndre Dominate 8. That comes from Eric. Said his nickname is Dominate. Portland could have got more, but Portland got greedy. I'm saying they overplayed their hand. They thought they could get more. You can't get more than 3 first-round picks. Entire Hero would have been a good get, but you didn't want to trade that man to Miami. That's all that was.
Yeah, but if you think about it, he hasn't really commented on anything yet. I haven't seen anything about it yet.
Oh, there's reports coming out.
I hear what's his name, Jimmy Butler's commenting, but I haven't heard anything about Dame yet.
Oh, Dame and his team is spilling the beans, like how Portland tanked to get Scoot Henderson. The last 10 games of the year, they told him to sit out so they get a better draft pick, and they faked a hamstring injury. And they got a lot of shit coming out. And then how about Dame wanted to come back after the Miami deal fell through, and your boy said, "Oh no, over my dead body," basically, and traded him to Milwaukee. Dame said he rescind his shit. They didn't want to accept him back. He was gonna play for you.
Yeah, but you know what? I guess, when you're management and that player doesn't want to be there anymore, you're going to not want to, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to want him on your squad.
Is it because of he don't like the city, or he doesn't like that crap you put around him?
It's the crap. He was there for a minute, and they never built nothing around him. Yeah, he's trying to get some food.
Diabolical hater just lets hate on Doc and bitches for no reason. He said Doc Eric bought that couch from a thrift shop. Damn, man, why you gonna shit on the bad couch? That's a nice couch.
Damn, she dissing your couch.
Dang, I can't even have a couch.
He said, she said, let's hate on Doc for no reason.
Oh, okay.
He said, I wouldn't trade Holiday. I'll trade Middleton. You had to trade Holiday. They wasn't going to take Middleton or injury ass. Just like you said, his injury prone ass. They wasn't going to take him.
You're not going to get much if you try to trade him. You're going to get some scrub off a bench.
Yeah. Miss Bitch said the bitches are hungry too.
Feed the birds. Feed the birds.
Oh, what's that?
We got popcorn. That's what we're munching on right now.
But listen, let's think about that this whole trade, this trade here. It's like a lot of dirt is coming out of Portland, and Portland is poorly ran. From what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, the reports. It's poorly fucking ran.
Yeah, but I would think with their actions, we would have known that. They never put anybody around Dame. Yes, Dame is a nice shooter, but you can't depend on just him. And they never put anybody around him really worth moving to another level with that team. That team was always going to be third, fourth, fifth. They were never going to be like number one in their division.
So the thing is, I would have loved to see Dame and Scoot Henderson play alongside each other. I was like looking forward to that. And I'm like, well, maybe Dame will stay because they got Scoot. But now I think because they got Scoot, they thought they could move Dame now. That's what I
Well,
think it is.
it been time to blow that team up. Like the experiment, it didn't work. Like the pieces that they got rid of, that was a core team. Like, Dame and Nurkic, I mean, they're not so much of a lethal duel that's known in household a household duel name. But it worked. Like their success came off that core. Like it was him, it was Dame, Nurkic, and CJ. And CJ was like, man, look, hey, I love it. But then when the opportunity came, we took that part. Now Nurkic, he was hurt, and Dame already said that it's not working. Like I'm not gonna keep putting my blood, sweat, and tears for me to hold it down for 82 plus games. Like it's not. That's not what the league is today. And like I said earlier, I mean, he it's not that he wanted to run from the grind himself because he is one of the last of the lifers. It's like, man, look, he was talking about even today or the letter that he released. He's talking about still wanting to be rooted to this team and that city, that organization. And eventually, when his career is all said and done, yeah, they're gonna hang his name up in the rafters. But the man also deserves to see what it is to compete for championships in today's league because the league is changing. It's not the game that you or I know. Like none of us on this panel, we're not going to keep doing this if it's not, beneficial to us, right? So why would he keep doing something if he's one of the greatest at it? He's not going to keep putting his blood, sweat, and tears in it, and it's not going to get him anywhere. It's not beneficial to him. Like, yeah, he's getting paid, but at the end of the day, like, he wants to compete for championships. He wants to submit a legacy. It's not like, okay, yeah, cool, I got paid, not go get laid with my wife and have some more kids or whatever, and this, that, and the third. Like, my kids don't have to work until their kids are in college or whatever. It's not about that for him. And that's very rarely seen in today's game. Like, people talk it, but you don't see that work ethic. You don't see that dog. And I mean, like I said, this is a whole new chapter for him. I'm happy that it's an organization, although small market, but they're relatively hot. Like before the trade, I said they was easily top 5 in the league, but now this solidifies them to be top 3 in the league, probably, most likely.
Top 3, top 2. Well, I think they can beat the Nuggets with that squad if Middleton stays healthy. That's a big if for Middleton. They can beat the Nuggets with that squad they have because
the team they have.
I'm like this. They'll beat the Heat if Giannis they get hurt. Come on, we all know the Heat benefit like 2-3 games with him being hurt, and he wasn't 100%. So if Giannis at 100, if everything is no injuries, that is a finals team because you got experience. You got Giannis, who's a former Finals MVP. You got Dame, who goes crazy in the playoffs. You got Middleton, who was in the finals. You got Brook Lopez, who was in the finals. That whole team that core is still there. Bobby Portis, that core is still there of them. In the finals, that core is still there. They just lost Drew Holiday. That's the only piece of that core they lost, and you replace it with Dame.
It's not so much that Drew's a scrub for people who are Drew Holiday fans. Yeah. And yes, Drew is a solidified star in this league. I mean, what he brought to that team was defense. And I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, that's what we missed because he was our defensive star when he was down here in New Orleans. And I'm glad that he got his championship ring and he benefited. And I'm not trying to dog him, but you're not what Dame brings to the table.
I'm putting it
and by all means, I'm not disrespecting Drew Holiday at all. Like I love the cat. Like I was balled up when we lost him. Like that was a move that devastated me. I mean, I'm still suffering from it. I haven't seen success since he left.
That's
Yeah,
because
so
Krispy
that's
Kreme
like
got hungry.
I'm like that's like trading a Benz for a Lambo. The Benz is a pretty damn good car, but it ain't a Lambo. Put it
Right.
that way. It ain't a Lambo. You know the difference between a Lambo and a Benz.
Yeah.
Remember what
Exactly.
they used to say? Remember what they used to say the Chryslers, the Chrysler 300 like a Bentley until it sit next to a Bentley?
To sit
There
next
you
to a
go.
Bentley, you like, damn.
There you go. It's like trading your
Wow.
Chrysler 300 for a Bentley. It's like I'm just being real. A Chrysler 300 was nice. It was a nice looking car. It ran. It was efficient, but it ain't a Bentley. People
No,
cut that shit short till a Bentley rolled up next to one. Be like, it's not a Bentley.
but like, you know what? Let me start saving up my duckies. Let me start doing something different with my life, so I can get
Look,
behind on wheel
he
one of
can do what
these.
he want, right? Like I say, Drew can play his best game, but he ain't Dame. He got
Nope.
Dame on defense. He a better defender than Dame. But everything else, give me Dame. Like I'm just being real. Nobody, I say nobody. I know the biggest winner in this trade is fucking Milwaukee because they barely had to give up anybody to get Dame Lillard. What the
And
fuck
they
I
gave
care
up
about giving up?
all they gave up was a draft pick.
They
Right?
gave up Drew Holiday and a draft pick and a pick swap. Think about
Yeah.
that. That's what they gave up. Now, if I told you like 2 months ago that Milwaukee was going to get Dame Lillard for that price, y'all would laugh at me. Y'all would say, "Oh, Mo, you fucking tripping." In your words, put down the red cup, Mo. That's what you'd have told me. Put down the red cup. You drinking too much because you wouldn't believe that Portland would have got fleeced like that. That's a fleece. They got fleeced. And
But
let's
they did it to
dominate.
themselves.
And by the way, unless dominate becomes dominant. I
They
mean,
did it to themselves. Who knows if Miami, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jimmy Butler is going to say what he wants to say, but who knows that Miami didn't get sick of it and said, "You know what? Find
yeah,
somebody else to deal him to. Cuz
they
we're not
offered
giving you this and this."
they offered them a young player and 3 first-round draft picks. That's what they're looking for. They were looking for a young player and draft picks. They believe Aiden. I'd rather have Tyler Hero than Aiden. Because Tyler Hero can shoot. And when healthy, Tyler Hero can ball. I don't know if DeAndre Ayton want to really play basketball. He got bitch in his blood. He look like a bitch out there. I can't have a big 7-footer acting like a bitch. And Giannis exposed him in the finals. And he ain't never been the same since the finals. Giannis took that boy home. He has no heart. He looked like Tarzan and play like Jane. That's him. And you're banking your future on DeAndre Ayton being dominant. Nah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna happen. I mean,
Look, Eric, you somewhat a Portland fan. If I try to sell you that shit, you be like, nah, I'm gonna go take that shit somewhere else. I guarantee
yeah,
you.
I'm over it right now. Tell you the truth, I'm over DeAndre Ayton in Portland right now.
All
Like,
right, bitch, just killing it with the comments.
go to the club with big booty,
Let's go to the
drink beer.
club with the big booty bitches and drink beer. I can't. Baby Jay's the only one can go with you to the club with the big booty bitches. I can't.
But I don't know if I
Yeah,
want
beer
big booty
drinkers,
bitches
B.
that drink beer.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
want
ever
somebody
drink
drinking some
bitch
mixed
with
drinks.
Mixed with tea.
that sound like that give you the runs. That sound like that give you the flying shits.
Yeah, that sound like that. I have you on the
You can have that.
Austin Throne
And
for
bitch,
real.
man, your robots play basketball. I don't want to watch it then. I don't want to see robots play basketball. All right. We got a robot LeBron James called LeBron George. The fuck? All right, watch
Yeah.
out. Doc
This-
Eric got that
I got that cane.
the cane behind the couch. You got a cane behind the couch.
I don't have a cane behind the couch. I have one of my buddies with me because I usually every time I do a show, I want something in the background, right? And this is one of the closest things
Don't
I can
tell me
find.
that's
I got Iron
Batman.
Man in the background.
or it's Iron Man out. You just like rich men with rich men who are not superheroes. They have a lot of money. Can buy technical shit that fight aliens.
Hey, just because they run the joint, you know.
Oh
Ain't
man,
no
if
need
he
to pull
got bitch
that
in his
head.
blood, then let that man inner bitch take control. Not the good kind of bitch. We're talking about the scary bitch.
Yeah, nah. You saying it for terms of endearment. This is no
Nah, we're not
endearment for this
saying it
man
for
at all.
term and endearment. We talk about bitch in a disrespectful term.
Cause this dude here, like, you was literally
I'll do
2 games
a poll.
away, my man.
I'm being
2
real. I can
games.
do a poll. Who will want DeAndre Ayton as their center? Like,
Nah,
y'all can put them in the comments.
crickets.
If you would you want DeAndre Ayton as your center? Would you mortgage your future on DeAndre Ayton? Look, I'm
Like
a
you,
Pistons fan, and I will be pissed if we got DeAndre Ayton. No,
even if he got this one championship, right? I mean, you could squash all this. Like nobody can tell you anything. Like you can still be who you are because we're still gonna call you. We're still a dog you. But at the end of the day, you could flash your ring and be like, such and such don't have this. You could be like, Melo don't have this. You could be like, CP don't have this. Well, if they had
hey,
one, CP would have had one. But like you could go on and be like, man, this guy ain't got it.
I'm gonna put it
Like I
that's
got.
objective. To me, I think that moved them into the top 3 because there's always a top 5 team for me. Now I just moved
Well,
them
here's
up
the
a
thing that kind of gives me a question mark because we're talking about a Drew Holiday buyout potentially, and him being paired in Boston. And Boston is already kind of defensive minded. I mean, I'm
Philly.
not. I don't know Boston basketball like that, but I do know Tatum and Brown. Them two still on the same squad. It's gonna be a dogfight in the East. It's gonna be what we thought Brooklyn and Milwaukee would have been, right? Like, I mean, they just went back to back, and we thought Brooklyn was just gonna run all over them people until you realize that damn, only KD showed up. But it seems like KD's enough. Well, it seems like if we get this Drew Holiday buyout potentially, go there. Now it is no choice. There is no choice. Like they're gonna come to a head, and I can't wait to see it. Like that is must-see TV.
There's rumbling that the 76ers want Drew back. So if he go to the 76ers, he'll give them something they're missing, which is defense.
I mean, there's still too much crap going on in Philly for me.
And
like
James Harden is out of there. We ain't worrying about James Harden.
Man, even if Harden's out of there, Embiid is getting kind of frustrated. There's rumors of him being frustrated.
There you go. Trade Harden to Portland. That's what I'll do. I say Portland. I say take Harden in a couple.
Okay, switch it up. Like
flat out. Drew Holiday for Harden.
Drew Holiday for Harden.
Easy. If you were the front office in Portland, and you got a call from Philly, and they offered you Harden for Drew Holiday, you're not taking that. The dude is a cancer. It sickens me that he's still in the league, which the way he tries to control the narrative.
Look, it depends though. If I'm trying to sell tickets, hell yeah, give me James Harden because he's gonna still bring eyes to my product. Give me James Harden for ticket sales because if I can sell that to my fan base, I'm trying to win. I got Scoot Henderson, James Harden, and dominate Ayton. I can sell that better than just saying I got Scoot Henderson and Ayton.
Yeah, that'll be a package.
A little bit better. I can sell it. I mean, I'm just saying it's a little bit better. I can sell it. I can sell, hey, I got a former superstar, or I can still say I got a superstar in James Harden because most people don't know he's declining. But hey, I can sell that. I'll be like, look, take James Harden, give me a couple picks and Drew Holiday. There you go.
Well, you can sell Harden regardless. because look what's going on. Like he's top 75 in all NBA, right? Like we literally had we had the list with last season, year before that, whatever. Harden's top 75. So you got him. He's a multiple All-Star, former MVP. You got that package deal already. Scoot Henderson being the top draft pick, you got that rolling. He's a lottery pick. And DA dominate whatever. Like he got finals, he got finals experience or whatever, right? He got championship, level round experience.
All we need to know is how are the strip clubs in Portland? That's the only way they're going to keep James Harden there. That's the only thing. That's how you keep James Harden. If you got a good strip club, like I didn't say nightclub.
Eric don't got that information.
I don't have that. I didn't get that. So
he didn't do his research.
I didn't.
I'm just saying,
I do know
he's
not even a 2-hour flight away from Cali. So like just go to Cali, man, and knock yourself out in LA.
I'm just saying, if they got one good one, they can keep James Harden there for a couple years. It look like he's tired of the Philadelphia strip clubs. So now he's trying to go somewhere else. He didn't know how bad it was, how good he had it in Houston. Houston and Atlanta, that's where you're going. And he trade him to the Hawks. If I'm the 76ers, trade him to the Hawks. He gonna love it down there in Atlanta. Oh man, James Harden lose his mind in Atlanta, man. Come on.
Would he ever?
I mean, the 76ers could be, if they get Drew Holiday and get rid of James Harden, they can go being a contender. You got a couple people in the East, but Dame, nobody added a caliber weapon as Dame. So far.
How would Holiday work out if he went to Miami?
It would
Depends
work
on
good.
what they give up for him.
It would work well to me, especially if it's a buyout. Like you said, it's a buyout, and Miami buys them, gets him, because he can't go back to Milwaukee no matter what. So if he get buyed out for this year, he can't go back to Milwaukee. That's the rules now. If you get traded and then you buy out, you gotta wait a year to go back to Milwaukee.
How about the Knicks?
Y'all all defense.
Well, I mean,
I don't
y'all
see
already
him
guard heavy.
Burn over Brunson though. He won't get playing time over Brunson.
And Brunson was scoring like crazy last year.
Yeah. I mean, unless
the
you
Knicks
put
guard heavy.
Drew at 2. Right. Jay keeping that serious face, man. The way y'all looking down the panel at Doc Eric, I'm looking at my camera. I'm not looking at Doc. I'm looking at my camera. But hey, you keep it lively. Hey,
Pops.
Hey, Pops, what's going on,
I haven't seen him in the comment section in a while.
Yeah, he ain't been here in a minute.
Yeah.
What's up, Pop?
Depend more. I can't agree with you, Anthony. Anthony, that's one hill I will not fight with you on, bro. I'm not agreeing with you on that. At least I know James Harden will show up to the games.
We haven't seen Ben Simmons suit up in a while. I mean, like a while.
He ain't done nothing in 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, I want to call AD street clothes.
Played. It was my bachelor party weekend. I've been married 2 years. It was my bachelor party weekend. I remember that. Because that's the infamous game that he threw that pass. When he was supposed to lay it up, he threw that pass. I was in Vegas, and then when he threw that damn pass. You know how long ago I've been married 2 years? And then so that means that was before I was married. So that's going on almost 4 years that Ben Simmons did anything. Fuck Ben Simmons. That's all I can tell you this like that. He wasn't shit at LSU.
I agree with that.
I told people he wasn't shit at LSU. He couldn't elevate LSU in college. They brought him to the
I don't even know how he's still surviving off this clout. Like, we haven't seen this man play basketball in years, but yet he still remains a household name. Like, he hasn't done enough to earn this type of clout that he's getting. even negative attention. Like, for real, dude. Like, it's time. Either, hey, audience, do me a favor. Stop mentioning this dude. Like, let's just get away from it. Get away from the narrative of Ben Simmons. Because he ain't doing nothing. He's not worth talking about the time. At least with Zion, at least he's here and then he's hurt, and then we're gonna talk about it because guess what? He's fat. Well, that's what y'all say. I'm never gonna call the man fat because he's with my team, and I'm gonna ride with my team until we get rid of him.
that motherfucker fat. You said
I'm not saying it. Y'all say it. I'm not saying it. I'm gonna roll with what's on my squad, and he's on my squad, and I'm gonna defend him until the day I can.
He's definitely an abuser of the Krispy Kremes, Eric. Come on.
I'll say it this way. At least Zion gonna give us an interesting story. He had a fucking chick stalking him for fucking 3 months. I mean, months. At least that was interesting.
And it's still not done.
I say, with Ben Simmons, he talk about, oh, my psyche is not right. Bro, it's fucking basketball, not rocket science or marriage, bitch. Get your ass up and shoot the ball. It doesn't take much thinking to play basketball. It doesn't.
Listen, you don't really need him to shoot the ball. He's good at rebounding. He could be Rodman. Just focus on rebounds. Don't shoot the ball.
Mentally right to play basketball. I can be pissed off. I can be depressed. Give me the ball, and I know what the fuck to do with it. I don't need a sports psychologist.
Dude, it's
listen.
Not like,
Rodman wasn't mentally right. He was dressing up in dresses, putting makeup on, but still getting 20, 22 rebounds a night.
Rodman was drunk. He had a bender in fucking Las Vegas.
His teammates have to come and get him. His teammates and coach.
Come get him. And he got 20 rebounds the next game. So
exactly.
A dude can snort coke, drink, fuck a bunch of strippers, and call me electric. In Las Vegas, is documented. In Las Vegas, and come play and give you 20 rebounds and like 3 or 4 blocks.
This man act like the government came at his dude and said, hey, look, there's asteroids falling from the sky. I need to send you to space so you can. It like is in Armageddon. Like, say, bro, I know you got 0 training, but I'm gonna give you the best people in the world. I'm gonna give you these 10 days of train, but send you to space so you can save the whole planet from being annihilated forever. Right? So no one's asking you to do that. We're asking you to do. We're asking you to continue playing basketball, what you've done your entire life, right? Got some clout off of it. And now we're just asking you to do it at a higher level.
What's with this? Like, people be acting like basketball is so complicated or football is so complicated. I don't need a sports psychologist to show me how to do what I know to do.
I mean, okay, I get the pressure of it because some people be like, say, bro, you know that these men got, mortgages and this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, like, you was a lottery pick. Like, you're going to get that money. Like, I'm not holding you hostage. I'm not asking you to run with me to go.
Eric, what's up? That logic works in football because their contracts are non-guaranteed.
Yes.
In basketball, all their contracts are guaranteed. So nobody missing a mortgage. You can suck. You can literally be the Pistons because we're the worst team in the league right now. We can literally be the Pistons and you're getting paid. Don't you understand?
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, I get it. Like other dudes want to play hard too, but I mean, it's not bad. Like at the end of the day, you're still paid.
But if you think about it, Mo just said that it's been 4 years since he's done anything, and in those 4 years, he collected a paycheck. If he was in the NFL, he would have been waived, let go, booted, traded. You know what I'm saying? He still got a paycheck from when he played with Philly and the Nets. So he ain't worried about not paying his damn mortgage.
Well, if they let him go, he still get paid. So if they waive him, he still get paid. That's how the NBA is set up. Which is, I think if you waive a motherfucker, you shouldn't have to pay him. I believe they that bad. You waive them, you shouldn't have to pay them. But that's how the NBA contracts are. So you have no stress about. I say you have no stress about financial. It's a game you're playing. You get paid to play a children's game. Let's be real, basketball's a children's game. That adults play. You know, you're getting paid to do something that you've been doing, like you say, all your life. So what if I lose? So what? I'm getting paid. If I'm at that level, so what if I never win a championship? I made $300 million in my lifetime. Why should I care? I'm rich. I'm like, why should I need a mental help for playing a game? Like, dude, I see if you was like a brain surgeon, you got life in people's hands, in your hands, or a pilot, or a cop, or something like that, that you got people's lives, you know, affected by it. It's a fucking game.
Hey, I don't know.
Dude, he literally is sitting down because he can't handle the pressure of New York media.
It's just easier to blame the Kardashians, as they say, the Kardashian curse. Like, you need a scapegoat, and I'm not saying Kardashians are scapegoats, but obviously, when people got this limelight, and all of a sudden you're in a relationship with one of them. Oh well, guess what? Now my career's gonna suffer. Got my scapegoat. I was in a relationship with a Jenner or Jenner/Kardashian. Now I hear voices in my head like Randy Orton. Like, oh man, I can't. I got bad shooting form. I'm gonna miss the shot.
Watch out for females in Atlanta. You might be talking to the girl with Michael Clark Duncan voice. Bro, James Harden even cooked food for the whole squad. He the MVP. We have technology to make anybody lose weight in less than a minute. Well, we need to send Zion to Bitch Mania. Robin is an alien from space. Eric, Zion is fat. If you had to get a contract and say you had to stay below 295, you fat.
Didn't I just say y'all can say it? Y'all can say it. I'm not saying it.
Ooh, Robin is the only athlete to own a cow in the mansions. I can believe that. I can believe Robin had a cow. A doctor bitches will be the new Allen Iverson. Shh, bitch knows. She says shh again. I'm saying enough with the Ben Simmons. I'm like, Ben Simmons still collected the check.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, let's just get rid of it. Like, it doesn't have to continue being a narrative. Like, it doesn't garner this much attention. Like, I'm apologizing right now, you know, giving it the limelight. Because honestly, this should be about the Dame talk and how it rolls with going forward in the league going forward. Because we're about to have, you know, we're about to have the mini camp start.
Couple of weeks.
Start for the season in a few weeks.
Yeah.
The NBA is getting ready to tip off. So, you know, let's talk about the people who are relevant here. Because this Dame move, boss, new throwback, you know, Mike Cop one.
Think about this. Can you go to your job and say, oh, I feel like I'm mentally not ready today to come into work?
And they still pay you?
I'm not mentally at work.
in a word? No! They won't pay me. They're going to say, guess what? Too bad, so sad. See you later.
You only get 8 personal days a year in some jobs.
Yeah. Look,
you don't get 82.
You don't have no PTO, you in trouble. They're gonna say use your PTO days.
Yeah.
So as soon as you out of that sick leave and that time that they already designate for you, too bad, so sad. You want the money, you come here.
They're gonna say, bring your ass to work or you fine. I wish I would talk about, oh yeah, I can't go to work. I'm not mentally prepared to go to work. They say, well, you better go find it. You better go find your mental preparation. Bring your ass to work. They're gonna tell you.
We looming on a government shutdown, but guess what? I still gotta go to work.
Yeah.
I still gotta go to work.
Put it this way. I work in a psych ward with people with major problems worse than Ben Simmons. And they're not acting like Ben Simmons.
Seriously.
And you think with all the money he makes, he should have the money to get himself the best therapists.
What do you need a therapist for?
I don't know.
Well, you got enough money to literally do whatever you want, right? I mean, whatever your medium is that gets you away from whatever brings you to your happy place.
Bro, you got money.
You got enough money to do
travel.
that. Like, if you want to sit
travel.
here and go to an island that's just you and just be you, no worries, no nothing, you got that. You want to bring a friend, a couple of them, you got that. Like, I don't understand your statement talking about I don't feel like myself. I don't get it. Why are we saying that now? Because you know who didn't feel like themselves? Dudes in the 80s. Dudes going to the paint, literally one dribble, flipped over, elbows in the rib, you cracked the rib.
Dudes was on coke though in the 80s. It was on that coke though in the 80s.
Drugs are running rapid in the streets. I don't quite feel it, but I feel it in the morning. Like, I'm this close to death because of overdosing. Somebody had to give me this sniff stuff so I could get back up. But like, here's the drugs that are gonna bring you down, the drugs that bring you up. Here's my happy medium. Like, that's the people who had the problems. But we're talking about you just playing the game and people not happy about decisions that you're making, and you're supposed to be in practice making better decisions, getting yourself better.
His mental health problem is he can't take constructive criticism.
Clearly.
Oh my fucking God. You fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me?
You just
get your pussy ass out. Get your pussy ass out there, man.
Ain't no way. But you dominated at the park. You'll dominate.
I will trade Ben Simmons. I will trade with you any day. You can work in the mental health field like I am. I'll give me 1 day of your contract.
This dude, he'll dominate in the LA fitness runs, but no, when is for the professional, for your job.
Say, bro, I will sit on the end of that bench, proud as a motherfucker, getting paid. Mo, you ain't get in. I don't care. I'm rich. Hey. I'll trade 1 day with you. Look, I swear to God, I'll trade 1 day with you. And you see what real life is like and real pressure is like. I guarantee you're going to dribble that damn basketball.
I guarantee you give me a 10K today. Me at my current age, and just say, just stand there so this guy could just dunk on you and have this poster. Guess what? As long as you don't, well, obviously you're going to see my face, but as long as I don't have this ugly cry face, like, then by all means, hey, sign me on. I don't care.
Put this way. Dude dunk on me. I'm ducking in the picture like this. Happy.
All of that. And like I said, as long as you don't get me with this.
Say, Bo, why was you happy to get dunked on? I got paid $1 million to get dunked on. Most of my problems are solved.
Shaq and them on TNT would be like, yo, why is that guy Mo Young at the end of the bench with that big fat smile on his face? He sat there the whole game. I got paid.
Yeah, I got paid. Look, they gonna ask me, hey, Mo Young, you smiled the whole time and you was happy and you didn't get in the game. Do you love the game? Yes, I love the game, but I love my check more. Thank you. Thank you. My wife loves it too. Thank you. Thank you. And I didn't have to run out there. Boom. I didn't have to run out there. I didn't have to get hurt. I got this fly ass warm-up gear. Man, look, that's what I'm talking about.
The best seat in the house.
Yeah, they got the best seat in the house.
Everybody else had to pay for a jersey. They actually gave me one.
Bro, I would be there in house slippers. Like, you know, the big fuzzy slippers? I'll be in the big fuzzy slippers with my feet crossed up, sitting up there. Man, give me one of them drinks with a damn concession stand. I'll be up there eating popcorn and drinking soda. I'll be sitting up there happy as a motherfucker. I don't need much. So I'm like, dude, that's rich people problems. I don't care about your mental health. You want to know what pressure is? Going to a job you really don't fucking like to go to, and you got to deal with that shit just because you're good at what you do. You can't talk to the normal person like that about, I'm stressed out because you don't like to tell me what you want to do. I get cursed out by motherfuckers who seeing shit every day. I get called shit that you wouldn't even imagine. You're like, man, you don't know how it is. You see people just, you know what? Oh, I just feel like taking a shit. Just take a shit right there in front of you. What you supposed to? You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about anxiety? And you're talking about basketball. People are booing you. So fucking what? So what?
Look, Philly booed Santa Claus, my guy. Like, Gee whiz, like
who cares?
All right, cool. People don't like me. Wah.
Here you go, fellas. Y'all boo me right now, and I'm Ben Simmons. Just boo me.
Boo this man.
And put it this way, I'm still getting paid, you broke bitches. That's what I will tell y'all. Just like that. You can boo me all you want. Ooh, boo me. I'll be making it rain on myself. I'll be throwing the money up all over myself. I say, come on. I'll tell my wife, come on, wife. Let's throw this money on these poor people right here. That's what I'll fucking do, y'all.
Exactly. Like, go to the tallest building in the middle of the city and just start tossing out. That's how much disposable income you have. Like, just go ahead and do that. And watch people just stop what they're doing. Like, people be driving and they'll stop. Like, you have enough money to cause all kind of pandemonium and chaos. Like that wouldn't that make you smile just a little bit? Like, just give you something.
Dude,
but no,
I wouldn't have no anxiety. If I was getting paid Ben Simmons money, I would have no anxiety. I would have no stress. Most stress comes from money issues. I would have no money issues. Especially an athlete. All I gotta do is train, play the game I like, and get paid.
He can't, like you said. I don't think he can handle the big cities. Put him in a small city. He probably would do his job quietly. But when he was in Philly and being in Brooklyn, you can't take that pressure because that fan base, both fan bases are just disgusting when it comes to their teams. So he can take that pressure.
I got the perfect team for him. The local YMCA. He can go play for them. Or the local LA Fitness. He can go play for them. If he want a small market shit with no problems, go there. That's very small market. Or he can go overseas. No, overseas he might crumble because they'll kill you if you lose a game overseas. So I'm just saying, go to the LA Fitness, go to the TBT tournament. You know what I mean? Hey, you can go to Drew League. I mean, you know, if you can't handle the NBA limelight, I can't get mad at that. Man, fuck Ben Simmons, man. Fuck Ben Simmons.
They put it in all that money for this dude, and he's just not. He's not earning that money.
See, the first game Ben Simmons plays, he scored over 12 points.
Let's get that down on.
That's pretty fucking low, though, bro. No. 12 points is pretty fucking low. Give me 20, and then I'll see you doing that. Give me 20. I give you 12 points. You can get 12 points on putbacks.
You really could.
True. You get 12 points on some putbacks.
Eric been watching too much Snowfall TV series. I think the NBA needs a bigger bench. They be sitting next to each other with no room to move. And Anthony said Ben Simmons have enough money to feed the kids in Africa, Europe, India. He got enough money to feed a lot. I ever said, you know,
he can feed at least 5 countries.
Yeah,
like
he got enough money.
Nah,
they still have a night.
Like I said.
Well, we're gonna talk about Prime and Colorado. Enough of Ben Simmons, bitch ass. Anthony was right about Oregon blowing them out. I thought it was gonna be a closer game, but I had Oregon winning. Shit, that was a massacre on TV. It was hard to watch after a while.
It was.
I didn't get a chance to watch the game.
Eric, you ever saw a Chihuahua fight a pit bull?
Heck no, but I wouldn't imagine it go well for the Chihuahua.
Nah. I don't think. Now I think this Saturday's game is going to be a Chihuahua fighting a pit bull.
No, I actually think because USC doesn't have a defense, they struggle with Arizona State.
USC is going to blow them out, man.
It's going to be a fucking shootout because USC couldn't stop Arizona State. Arizona State was running up and down the field on them, and USC should have lost that game. USC defense is horrible. It's going to be a video game numbers, and whoever got the ball last going to win. And I think this is the game Colorado can win. I said this 2 weeks ago. Colorado could beat USC. I seen Tulane beat USC. And Tulane.
Well, that was a
had
championship game too, so you know.
Yeah. I'll put it this way. Tulane had a line about the size of Colorado. And it manhandled that defense. That defense is trash for USC. And all you got to do is give Shedeur Sanders some time. He gonna put up video game numbers.
And that's the market. That's the ticket. That's the thing that people want to watch. Because Caleb Williams is already solidified. I mean, like he's already hands-on, you know, odds bet for getting the Heisman. But people, they really aren't talking about Shedeur, but Shedeur, I'm putting him there. He's a candidate to me. Like he may not be, you know, top 5, but
you don't have your other star. Without Travis Hunter there, they're not going to beat them. They're not going to beat them because, like you just said, they're going to run it up on them. You got to match them score for score. And if you don't match them score for score, you're not beating USC.
But that's the thing. So it's going to be a shootout. And it's like Mo said, whoever comes having the ball last, you know, and we've seen this what Colorado is capable of when they get there. Because Colorado State, we all thought since, okay, cool, Colorado came out like gangbusters for game 1. But Dion had them ready to go, had them ready to roll. Like that 1 and whatever record, we're done with that. That's the thing of the past.
Yeah.
And they took it and they bought in.
Defense is better than that. TCU defense is better than USC defense.
Right. So now when they was down in that home game against Colorado State, and you know, when they lost their weapon, it had to be the next man up mentality. It was like, man, we can either just go out and sit here and quit. But Shedeur was like, say, man, look, I just need you to do your job. I'm gonna find you. And he literally came out and he willed that team back in. So I think that's what's gonna happen. Like when they took the loss and went and played Oregon, okay, yeah, it was a shock. It was just a shock. Like, okay, cool. What can we do without him? Now you know. And even Travis Hunter himself said, "Say, bro, I want to come back." Unfortunately, he got to be safe from himself. Like, say, bro, I know what you're talking. It ain't the game, bro. Like you're worth so much more going forward than for this one moment. Like there'll be a tomorrow for you, and that's what I want you to prepare for. But I think they're gonna go back into that next man up mentality. It's gonna be, hey man, that ball is gonna be all over the yard. Like Caleb Williams is gonna be that. I'm expecting Shedeur to be that, and I can't wait to see this matchup. You know, with the brother Sanders and
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice son. I can't wait for that to happen.
The only way that USC blow them out if they run the ball, because Prime and them can't stop the run for the shit. So if USC run the ball, then yes, Colorado is in trouble. But I think Caleb Williams is gonna try because he's cocky. He's gonna try to, you know, show that he's better than Shedeur. So that's why I think it's gonna be a damn shootout. Because you know Shedeur gonna put up the numbers because USC has no corners. What is Colorado's strength? They're skill position players.
Yep.
If motherfuckers running free, all Shedeur only needs 2 seconds to throw it up to the person running free. Because they have 0 corners at USC. Their corners and safeties are atrocious.
He's gonna find them.
So I'm like, he doesn't need that much time like he needed against Oregon, who have elite corners, who have linebackers that was coming in his face. They was in his face, like it was in his face. Like Shedeur could not move without a Oregon duck in his face. Like
I don't think that Colorado can survive another injury, though.
Yeah, they can't. Not to a skill position player, maybe to the sucky ass lineman, them sucky linemen. But I say U.S. defense bad, but Colorado now. Bro, I saw Tulane, who's a running team. He scored 40 on USC. Come on, man.
But the way these coaches are, I feel like everybody that's on the Colorado playlist or on their games, they're helping each other. Everybody wants to beat Colorado in that division.
But you
So
better
they're
do it
helping
now.
each other.
You better do it now because listen, they getting people. So you better beat them now. Because next year, that's gonna be a totally different team.
Well, you could eliminate all that right now. Like, I don't know what makes them the standard. Like I said just a minute ago, and was pointed out a few shows ago. People won one game last year, one, and they already had two, three. They already had three.
They tripled their win total.
Triple their wins. One season. Like, only thing they gotta do is win 3 more, and they qualify for a bowl, and that's going to happen.
With a shitty offensive line.
With that offensive line.
Listen, go ahead, Eric.
With that offensive line, they're still going to win 6 games. Prime is going to be in the bowl game because when Prime gets to an organization, he instantly turns it around. Like, I'm friends with a whole bunch of, Jackson State alumni. Like, it kind of feels like, a ghost of Dion's shadow is still there. But guess what? People are still talking about it. It's still one of those top schools. If you talk about HBCUs, like in circles, like their whole culture is shifted. Like, yeah, they was excited because they were there, but now is a new excitement about it because what he brought there, he turned it made it something to be proud of, and it garners attention. And look what's going on with Colorado. Colorado, before Dion got there, right? Like, you didn't talk about them. You have to go back until the late 90s, early 2000s when we were talking about Colorado in the same censuses of, the Miamis, the Florida states, the Ohio State, so on and so forth, Notre Dame. And now, they're breaking records with their second game played. Like, people are, watching until 2:00 in the morning in some parts of the country to see the conclusion of the game. It's like, hey, yeah, they got it in the bag. Colorado should win this game. It's a rivalry game. They're at home. Hey, they'll at least win this game. But no, people sat there and watched this game. Like, it should be one of those classics. Like, let's fast forward, I don't know, let's just say 2-3 years from now, and you're on ESPN Classic, you're trying to clean your house up, and guess what? That'll be running, and while you're out doing whatever, or if you're waiting in the airport, I guarantee you'll be all into it like you was watching it just like we did 2 weeks ago. Still be excited about it. It was that type of game.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. Look, let's put it this way. Caleb Williams gone to make Colorado defense look like video game on easy mode. I'm like, look, he did that against Tulane, who had a great defense, but they still lost the game. So I'm just saying, people, I'm just referencing that because he could outscore, but if that defense is not stopping and Caleb Williams make a one mistake, that could change the tide of that whole game. And Deion's son is throwing for over 300-something yards a game. His average 300-something a game. The worst running attack in college football. They're dead last. In college
and you
football.
got Shiloh.
They have the worst offensive line in college football.
And you got another son, taking up half the field like his old man. So, I mean, hey, it's still must-see TV.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if Shiloh is as good as Deion, what's to say that Jerry Rice's son isn't as good as Jerry?
He good. His son is not Jerry though, but he's good. I've seen him a couple times. He's not Jerry.
And that's an early game.
And Shiloh is not Deion.
If you're gonna watch that game is I think 12:30 tomorrow.
It's still 12. 11 out of 12 out of
yeah, 11 your time.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, they was stumping on the logo. One couple of them stumping on the logo, but they cut that video to look that way. Like, if you're talking about the walkthrough, they cut that video to look that way to make them like they were doing it. It was one guy who stumped on the damn who was dragging his feet on the logo, but they were walking around the field. If that's the video you're talking about, like the day before, and they were walking around, they cut that video to make it look like they was walking on the shit. But that's what you do in college football: stump on a damn logo. But your damn duck came out dressed like Deion Sanders. The damn duck came out with glasses and a big white hat.
Yep, the glasses, the hat, the watch.
Yeah, y'all made it personal too. Y'all
like
then your coach. And I'm gonna say your coach is fake as shit. Because he said, we not about clicks, but you have a fucking camera in your room. That's clicks. That's clicks. Last time I checked, if you got a camera, you're doing it for clicks. Your coach is fake for that. Like I say, be real with it. Like if you wanted that to get out. You wanted it to get out. And I don't have a problem that he said it, but I'm like, it was hypocritical in the way he did it. Because now you got a camera in there that's gonna get this out. And then I didn't like that network. You didn't play that shit before they went up 21-0. Y'all wait till you get 21-0 to put it up there. But you know why? Because you put it up there and Deion beating Oregon, it's gonna look stupid. It is like, dude, I never seen so much hatred for one man, like ever. He never talks.
It's wherever he goes. It's wherever he goes. Like. I don't remember a time people
disparage another coach or another team. I have never seen it. Like, I'm a shit talker. So if I was a coach, then you'd be like, yeah, damn, Mo is a shit talker. Mo say fuck that duck. he goes, fuck that duck. I'm gonna take a piss on the O when we win. Yes, that's Mo. You could be like, Mo get his brain beaten.
How foul was it that Lincoln Riley sent Deion a burnt brisket and told them that's how your defense is going to look on Saturday?
I guarantee you wouldn't have seen that brisket if Travis Hunter was in the damn lineup. I guarantee you that. Because one side of the field would have been clocked down. You ain't throwing to Travis Hunter.
If Travis Hunter was playing both sides, it would be a different game.
I'll put it this way. How about this? Oregon and USC, could they dissolve in the Big 12? I mean, the Pac 12. Play Colorado next year.
I'm still waiting for that situation to unfold. I don't think that
next year.
Well, yeah, going forward, the game is already changed. You already said
Colorado's in the Big 12 now. So schedule them as a non-conference game. I dare Oregon and USC to play them every year.
That ain't happening because, first of all, people ain't gonna do stuff until they find out what they want to do with this whole college playoff situation. Now they're talking about extending it, and then the talks got halted. So again, that's something that's still to come.
You need to extend it. Make it 12 games.
They have to, because these conferences, they're not done aligning yet. Like, you got the changes, with these Power 5 conferences, but we still got to find out how people are going to fall. What's going to happen with people who don't claim the division?
Is that Colorado's fault or the network's fault, Anthony? Like, is that Colorado's fault? Is Deion asking to be put on TV? Like,
is Deion being Deion from back in the day? No, he's trying to to me, he wants his team to do his talking for him by winning games. He's not being the Deion from back in the day that wore the gold chains and liked to run his mouth. He's not. It's like you said, it's each of the ESPN and Fox and all of these other sports stations that are putting him as the focus.
Deion already acknowledged it. Deion just said it. He just said it in his presser from this Oregon game. People are going out there like they're beating him. You're not beating him. He's already done everything. He's done everything at every level. Matter of fact, it got so bored, he went to other sports. Like, I don't understand why everybody got to keep going at Deion's neck like that's going to change anything that he's done. That's not going to take away his gold jacket. That's not going to take away his Super Bowl rings. That's not going to take away his past accomplishments.
And I want you to put yourself in the network executive shoes right now. Deion is the hottest story in sports. And your network got the rights to cover every Deion game. What would you do to make money? Would you put other teams that nobody give a fuck about, or are you going to put Deion Sanders on TV in Colorado? Like, that's why they're doing it. Because nobody cares about the noon games. Nobody cares about the noon games in college football because most people just waking up on the East and West, when the West Coast. They're just waking up. They're just fucking waking up. And people didn't even get the crust out their eyes yet. Some people up there mowing lawns. I mean, nobody really care about the noon games. But Colorado filled the void for them. So they're gonna ride this Deion train until it's hot. I mean, until it's gone, until it's go cold, until people stop caring about Deion.
And like I said, they're halfway there to a bowl game, so it's already going to change the trajectory of college football itself. Like,
okay, let's talk about it. Who's the number one team? Georgia. Nobody gives a fuck about Georgia.
Michigan.
Michigan. Nobody cares.
Nobody's talking about Michigan.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was number 2 until last week.
Ohio State, I think, is there.
Alabama.
No, Alabama.
Nah, they just Texas fell out the top 10, but they should be back. They should be back now.
Texas is 3. Until Arch Manning get there, nobody giving a fuck about Texas. Until look, then you're gonna be hearing about Texas all the time when Arch Manning become the quarterback.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be like, I'm Texas. So I'm gonna look at the top 5. All right. We're gonna look at the AP top 5.
Georgia's 1. Michigan is 2.
Texas 3. Ohio State is 4. Florida State is 5. Florida State is fucking struggling. Ohio State is Ohio State. You know, they had a good game against Notre Dame last week. It was a great game. It was at Texas, Michigan, Georgia. Is any one of them 5 on Deion's level? Like star power wise. Name me
star power wise. You don't matter of fact, you probably can't name 2-3 players off any of those teams. Like,
all I can do is name Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's it, right? Like
Michigan has that running back. I forgot his name. Corum. I think it's Corum. Georgia.
You got me. I done lost track.
Got Quinn Ewers and like I said, none of them has that star power.
Right.
Like they don't have a star power making play in the top 5.
That's gonna make the draw to get people to watch.
Star power, and they're not ranked. Deion's son is good. He has star power. He's flashy. He catches eyes. Shedeur Sanders, star power. That's why this game is gonna be the game of the week because they're playing Shaquille Williams, who got star power. College football is about stars. When we was watching Florida with Tim Tebow, y'all know how I feel about Tim Tebow, but Tim Tebow was a star.
Right.
People watched. Think about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow and LSU. People watched. Like,
I think we're gonna get back on track, but I think we gotta say Tebow's name 3 times to make Nasty appear.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he owes us 40 damn push-ups.
60.
Oh, he owes us 60.
Oh, 60. He think he's slick.
Look, I'm a Miami fan. I watched the Miami games too. I was watching it back and forth with the Colorado game last week. We destroying cats, but we don't have anybody star power on that team yet. I'm just mean you gotta have star power for people to care. And Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders makes a great story. So people who are casual fans who might not have teams gonna watch Deion.
Yep.
Because I know Deion. Here you go. I know about Deion Sanders. That's what people were saying. I heard that name before. Let me go watch.
Let's see what the big hoopla is about. The fuss is about.
People won't care about those teams till the playoffs start.
Yes.
Teams you asked about us to do, they won't care about the top 4 teams. There's only worrying about who's in the college football playoff. That's all they're gonna care about. Georgia probably is going to be there, but Georgia's looking very beatable this year.
And people still, I mean, even
very
now,
beatable.
because beforehand it was Alabama, right? Alabama Invitational.
Yeah.
And with them falling out the top 10, I mean, we still want to see what's going on with them. We still want to be like, man, damn, they're struggling. What's going on with that? What's going on? What's going on with the Nick Saban coach team? Like,
yes, they're out. So look, Colorado's out the top 25, as rightfully so. So I'm not gonna be a Deion apologist. Rightfully so, they needed to be out the top 25 because they got drummed. They got beat by Oregon, who's number 9. Let's say, look, they're dissolving the Pac-12, but they got Washington, USC, Oregon, and Utah all in the top 10. That sounds like a power conference to me. Why the fuck are y'all dissolving it?
well, because exactly, because everybody is kind of leaving, they're kind of realigning these other conferences. Because, like we said a couple of shows ago, who's been winning these national championships? The SEC, right? Well, people was like, well, if we go up there and beat one of these teams, then we should be in a conversation to be in the championship, right? Because all thing it takes is just one win. It's a single elimination game. Like, we can have a good game. I mean, good luck with playing Georgia, because Georgia is kind of lights out right now. Back to back, first time since Alabama did it. What, in 1920-ish, whatever. But like I said, if you want that trophy at the end, it's been the SEC, and the SEC had to add 2 teams. They had to add Texas, and they had to add Oklahoma. So
who are not in the Southeast,
nowhere near it. But that's it. If people threw out an invite, it's like, okay, cool, let's get them in here.
But think about the Pac-12 got 6 teams in the top 25.
They do, but now
they had 7, but Colorado dropped out, got knocked out.
I mean, but now people are like, man, look, there's football besides the SEC, because everybody was talking like, hey, man, if it's not one of these teams winning it, then who's it going to be? Well, now you actually got a chance. You actually got a chance, because there's only one SEC team that's there.
I'm just saying, I'm proving your point. I proved your point. The point is, I know I'm proving your point, but the point is, they are not interesting. They're trying to capture an audience that they lost, which is the casual fan.
Yeah.
So that's what you're not getting. It's not the fact that they don't want to talk about the top 5 teams. Deion is just more interesting. Blame these top 5 teams for not being interesting enough. Blame their coaches. Blame the players for being bland. Blame them. Because think about, let's go to the top 5 again. We go back to the top 5. All right, Georgia, Michigan. The only one who's sort of flashy is Michigan, and that's Jim Harbaugh. He's sort of flashy.
That quarterback is no joke.
Yeah.
Ain't the crap in college.
I mean, Texas. It could, in Texas, people talking about Texas. Michigan, they probably talking in their response. Ohio State is always Ohio State. They're always in there. They border Ohio State. And Florida State is looking like they need to drop because they've been struggling. But, I mean, dude, none of these teams says I need to watch them. Like how Alabama used to be when they had Mark Ingram and Julio Jones. I have to watch an Alabama game.
You have to watch that.
Florida with Tim Tebow. I had to watch that. The LSU ridiculous team when they had Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. I had to watch it, even though I hated LSU. But I had to watch it because they had fucking star power.
Best receivers in the country.
On
Alabama.
Georgia, I'm going to ask you, on Georgia, who are you watching on Georgia, Anthony? Who are you watching on Michigan? Who are you watching on Texas? Who are you watching on Ohio State besides Marvin Harrison Jr.? Who keep getting hurt? And Florida State, who are you watching? I mean, you're not watching anybody really, really on any of these teams because it's
unless you're a fan of the team.
Unless you're a fan of the team or a football fanatic. Just got to watch football. But the casual fan is not watching that bullshit. I'm just saying, you gotta have a star. And people, I think Georgia, I think SEC fatigue. I think people are just tired of the SEC.
They
They
are.
want to watch something new. Dion is doing stuff that these old boring ass coaches ain't doing, which is being flashy. Got rappers and Lil Wayne and all these people there. It's entertainment. Tell these other schools to provide entertainment. Let people watch.
Look at this demographic. I mean, you want this. This is a young man's game, right? I mean, it's no secret that we all are getting older.
Yeah.
But he's coming out to young minds. He's coming out to 17-year-olds coming fresh out of high school. Getting a taste of a big stage to set them up for the future that they're probably aiming for. It may not be sports. It could be corporate America based. But at the same time, when even in that avenue, you're gonna go through big lights, so to speak, because you're gonna have to convince different minds to agree with an idea that you're pitching.
Right.
And I mean, what a better way to do it, right? You're gonna do something that's gonna get the attention of them. I mean, obviously, I don't know the music game like that, but I do know Wayne. I know Wayne won because down here, I mean, I grew up with the dude.
Yeah,
he had success, and he's right down the street from my house. Whatever, this, that, and third.
Yeah.
But I mean, if not the top rapper out, I mean, come on now, it's easy.
He got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson there at his games,
and he's a nostalgia act. I don't want to say nostalgia, but The Rock is still hot in Hollywood.
You got Offset. You got Kawhi Leonard. Don't make his games, but made a Colorado game.
Listen, he's injecting some adrenaline into college football because, don't get me wrong, college football sometimes is boring as fuck.
Yes.
Now, not maybe back in the day because there was more stars. You know what I'm saying? There was more good players, more teams it was better competition. I feel now it's always Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? It's Michigan. It's not as exciting as it was back in the day where all of a sudden a team that nobody really knew about came in and beat number one Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get that anymore.
Depending on what phase of the ball that you're a fan of. Because if you want offense, Oregon got that. Even in man, I forgot this coach's name. But even in that era, they was up there scoring the ball. Like, if you just want to see high octane offense keep going and until somebody gets tired, any game of Oregon. If you wanted defense, it was a time, it was Alabama. Like, you was like, damn, bro. Either them or Auburn.
The U.
Well, yeah, you went from standard. Then it was U.
Was both. If you wanted offensive, defense, and total domination, you watch the U. That's what the fuck that's what happened. And let me tell you, Oregon fans should be happy because 10 million eyes watch y'all dismantle Colorado. You don't think that's recruits looking at Oregon now like, damn, maybe I need to go to Oregon?
But not only that, the mentality of this of the world that we live in now, it wasn't Oregon beating Colorado. It was Oregon beating Dion.
Right. Yeah, beating Prime.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
But like this, Dion is the most honest coach I've ever seen. He said, we don't have it. We don't have it this year.
No.
We are 7 or 8 dogs away. This man keeps saying this, and I don't know why people are missing this. And he's saying, you better beat me now, because in 2 or 3 years, I'm going to bust you in the mouth.
And be non-apologetic for it.
Let me put it this way. And Shedeur Sanders is staying until he's a senior. Because he's making NFL money now. Why should I leave?
It's not even about the money for him. Like, he's set. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a matter to
Should
what
I
he wants to
leave?
do with his career, right?
The NIL is a game changer. It can make people stay to their senior year. You don't have to leave trying to go pay mama, help pay mama, help give mama her money that will help raising you. You don't have to worry about taking care of your family because you're doing it right now. And I mean, the NIL is a game changer. So Caleb Williams don't have to go to the NFL right now because he's making tens of millions of dollars right now. I don't have to go.
I'm glad you're on the subject of the NIL deal. So you talk about the NIL deal, right? So let's switch gears just a little bit, go to another sport and a whole another gender. We're talking about
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
We're talking about Angel Reese. Angel Reese, who just came off, hell of a season, right? Transfer, got to, big town college, got the championship, has the opportunity to go to the professionals and be, just skyrocket, just put her in the stratosphere with her name out there. NIL deal said, here, we're going to give you millions of dollars, right? This lady is a 5th-year senior. She's gonna stay at school, right? She's on the cusp. Let's just put it out there. Like, if LSU was gonna be a Final Four team, regardless, like they're coming with super talent. Like, I mean, the draw was amazing. Like, their offseason has been amazing. You got their coach. They got their coach that they want, and they signed her to a multi-year deal, multi-million-dollar deal. So they'll be there. But this NIL deal, not only did she look and be like, you know what, I made my first big girl purchase and bought, she bought herself a regular car, but now she's in athletes, like that stratosphere. Like, she has to go a million miles away to find somebody who don't know her by her first and last name, like getting whatever she wants, helping her mom out around the house. Like, this is her still in college. This is Angel Reese still in college, and saying, guess what? Now she done bought herself, this Mercedes. She didn't, she's helping out her mom. She gets to come back to school and just literally just not even working towards the goal of having her degree, because I think she's on the cusp of having it, if not already had. She already has it. But the only thing she has to do is come to work, and that's playing college ball. Like, this NIL deal, look how it's changing her life. And she's foregoing going to the WNBA, which the highest player there is the NBA's, not even the NBA's minimum. Not even the NBA's minimum. And that's their max. She says this NIL deal is going to feed her twice as more than a professional league. So NIL, if it's doing it for her, imagine what it's doing for these guys that's getting ready to go to that next level.
Shador Sanders has a Rolls Royce, man. Come on, man. Like, man, he's making his own money. You don't have to go to the NFL. Caleb Williams doesn't, if he doesn't like Cardinals or the Bears being the number 1 pick, I'm staying in college.
He gets to stay.
Like, the only thing that sucks about staying that one more year, there's always that chance you get hurt. And now you plummet in the draft.
Caleb Williams never going to plummet unless it's a career-threatening injury.
He ain't plummeting.
He ain't going to plummet. But I'm like, if I don't want to be in Arizona or Chicago, I can stay in school and get paid what I would get paid my rookie year, which is smart. I'm going to get the money anyway. I'm going to get the money. But it's crazy though. Just think about the economic impact that Deion is having with Colorado, the whole state.
No, Anthony. He said he won't go. He won't go coach in the NFL.
I think either he's going to retire or he's going to stay at Colorado. I don't think he's going to go to. He's not. He said he don't want to coach grown men. He want to coach kids because kids are more teachable. You can't tell a grown man who got money what to do.
You think this Colorado football hype will transfer over to the basketball side too?
Hell no. Deion is not coaching basketball.
Yeah, if Deion was coaching basketball, yeah, but no.
I'm not coaching basketball.
So I don't know how I don't know how to interpret the question, but I believe as far as like the hype, as far as the marketability,
Coming up.
like
You
being
talking
on
about?
TV,
No, you talking
the
about
networks.
people. I think you talk about people coming there, like coming there, all that. People coming there, the TV. No, Dion is
Well,
not coaching Colorado.
I think it improves what they've done in the past. I think they get higher numbers. I mean, I'm not saying, that this will draw us to watch Colorado basketball, but I think
Unless
they improve
Travis
the
Hunter is
student
playing
numbers.
basketball, that's the only way. If Shador Sanders
I
and
mean,
if
I
Travis
don't, I
Hunter
don't,
playing basketball, then yeah, we'll watch.
I don't even think for that. Well, like I said, that's network stuff. I just think it improves their numbers because if you don't have so many numbers, then it drops you down from being qualified as a Division 1, Division 2, or Division 3. Colorado don't ever have to worry about that because it's the state school and people are going to go there. But as far as getting people who's, the athletes that's really going to turn it around, and I don't know what the basketball team's record was last year, but I think they vastly improved. I think, let's just say, in a vacuum, that they won 10 games. Then they'll draw a talent that's worth getting them, I don't know, 13 games. If that's what you mean.
It was
No,
18 and
I don't
17.
think so. I think that
Okay.
because Dion is coaching the football team, he's going to attract better football players to come play. I don't think that that's going to leak into their basketball. I think they're
I
going
wouldn't.
to, whoever they have on their basketball squad or whoever got scholarships is who they're going to play with. I don't think anybody's going to be like, oh, Dion's coaching football. Let me go play basketball there because it doesn't benefit any of the players. It's
It
not going to
don't.
benefit basketball players.
It doesn't. But I mean, I'll say it. Well, I
Did they
can't
do
paint
it
the
for
picture.
Jackson State? Did Jackson State basketball team get coverage? Or
No,
did it just the football team when he
No,
was there?
but I mean, it draws more people there. So
Yeah,
paint.
but I don't think
Allow
they're
me to
gonna
try to paint the picture. So last year in Boulder, it looked like for people who know the New Orleans area, it looked like the Ted Gormley Stadium compared to the Superdome, right? Like
Mhm.
you get enough to fill up the house. It's like this, but then you draw the Superdome. The Superdome is like this. Well, in Boulder last year, it was like that. It was like this. And now Boulder this year, it's like that. And what I think if I'm translating this correctly, whoever's doing whatever, the students going to the basketball games, it was like this. Now it won't be this, but it'll be this,
I don't
right?
think so.
I think it would.
I think
I don't think it's going to make the basketball team any better. People that go see it or whatever, unless they're winning games. If they're going to be a scrub basketball team, they're not going to go like this, or or they're not going to increase. Now, if they're
unless
a halfway decent basketball team and they're ranked, that's the whole thing. You got to be ranked.
Okay.
Like if right now Colorado was still ranked and let's say they would have beat Oregon, it would have been even bigger people going to see them.
If they'd have won that game, it'd have shot them people to the stratosphere. People be
yeah,
talking about them.
but
Even with if let's just say they suffer one loss this year, they'll still be talking about getting them into the playoffs this year.
yeah, but Colorado basketball, I think it's not gonna improve. I think it's gonna be like the attendance of the school is gonna improve. Yes, unless Deion Sanders is coming to every damn Colorado basketball game, ain't nobody coming to see them. And they was in NIT last year. Nobody coming to see them. Everybody just want to be around Prime. This is more a Prime thing than a Colorado thing.
Right.
It's more Prime effect, not a Colorado effect. Because if Prime leaves Colorado tomorrow, everybody else is leaving Colorado too.
Yep.
And they back back to the basement.
Yep.
That portal will be loaded with
Back
with student
out of
athletes.
irrelevancy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a Prime effect, and it's like I gotta say they had a great moment on Undisputed this morning between Dion and Keyshawn and Michael Irvin. I was like, I gotta give big up for Skip because he really put us, you know what I mean, us on TV a lot. I don't like his takes because to me he sound, you don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he do put on a lot of black people on, and they had a great moment today. And he was talking about it now. If it's for you, it's for you. You know, and he was talking about, you know, how God impacted his life, and him and Michael Irvin shared a moment. You don't really see too many black men coming together, hugging and crying and telling each other they love them. And like that was a big moment. And then it was saying it's just the prime effect. It's just everybody just likes to be around him. It's an effect. So
I'm glad that we talked about an effect because that was one of my shout outs a few shows ago that us as black men don't get to show our emotions like that. And that's big. So I want to take pride in that.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, I teared up a little bit because you don't see that too much. Like I saying, dude, I appreciate you, man. You know, they were talking about all what they did for each other. That's the effect of prime. And I'm like, that's why it seemed like he's getting attacked. Because it's like, dude, he's not talking shit about nobody. He's just being himself. And people shitting on you. And a lot of black people, and a lot of minorities, I ain't gonna say black people, a lot of minorities feel like, man, I'm just being my own lane. And here comes the fucking majority come shitting on us. That's a bad look. That's why I say Oregon coach was a bad look. It was a bad look. It was a bad fucking look.
Well, it all started with Colorado State. You know what I'm saying? Colorado State started the bad look, and then Oregon should have not even touched it. You know what I'm saying? Let your players speak for you. But no, look what happens. You know, and then this week is USC.
I'm like this. Oregon, nobody thought Colorado could beat you. Like nobody thought. Nobody. And then when you going for a fake punt and you're going for this and you know your team is drastically better, to me, it was disrespectful as fuck. Like, damn, like you're going for a fake punt on your own 17th in the first quarter?
Well,
you trying to embarrass
I'm not this man's apologist, but Oregon's coach, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he's a new coach because they lost a coach.
Yeah, he came from Georgia. The good old boy network. He comes from the good old boy network.
So I guess he got to come in and make a statement. And I mean, what better way to make a statement against, you know, somebody who got all the eyes on him? I mean, Colorado is the draw, and people may not know, you know, what you're about. People know about the program historically because, you know, Oregon is known for having 1,001 jerseys. Yeah, they're known for being high octane offense. They're known for that. But now, if he's going to cement himself, you know, being a cornerstone of that team going forward, he had to pull out everything. He pulled out everything under the kitchen sink and threw it at Colorado.
It's a decorum in football, though. Like, you don't try to embarrass to the point of like disrespect. Like, dude, it's like, you know your team is better. You running up and down the field on these people. You ain't even got to do all that to see that you dominate. And then, you know, you didn't call the dogs off when you know you got the game in hand. You still calling blitzes, hitting this man. You know, there's a decorum to football, bro. And it's like,
maybe
I know it's somebody trying to embarrass
and guess what?
you.
When you give people a chance, then guess what? These people come to life. It's kind of like a fight. The fight ain't over until the referee calls it all, until it's out. Because guess what happened?
It was like 42-6. And like with 3 minutes left in the game.
Guess what? We still got time.
Ain't no 40-minute plays. Ain't no 40-point plays, Eric.
It don't matter. It don't matter. They had to practice all week like we had to practice all week, right? The game ain't over with yet. Kind of like what happened with the Saints on Sunday. Like 17-0 all the way into the fourth quarter, right? We let our foot off their neck, and guess what? We got bit in the butt. We up in here, we talk about Atlanta in the Super Bowl, talking about, it was 28-3. Yeah, man, y'all got in the bag.
17 points lead,
and we still on these people from 6-7 years ago. Like,
I'm
that's
saying,
what happens when you let your foot on somebody's neck. Then they find a second breath and you wind up getting your tail kicked sometimes.
bro, you don't have to send blitzes. I'm not saying play prevent. You don't have to send all out. They were sending all out blitz. They would. I'm like, you didn't have to do it. You can call off the dogs. Like, you can put the second string in. They still had their first string in. You can put the second string in once it was 35 that half. You could have just rolled with the second string. You could have rolled with that bit.
It depends on who you're a fan of, right? Because we did the same thing.
I'm like, damn. Like, that's how bad the game looked. It looked like an elementary school playing high school.
But that's the culture now, right? Because look at the championship game. It was Georgia TCU.
I was like, call off the dogs. Because I would have said the same thing if Prime would have did. I'm like, damn, Prime, you could have called off the dogs. Like, he's already dead.
It set the tone. Like Georgia TCU a few months ago. The game was over, literally at the coin toss. The game was over at the coin toss. You knew that the coin toss, like,
Georgia put their backups in.
Hey, but guess what? They still kept going. They kept their foot on the people's neck until the game was over.
I'm not mad if the backup score. I'm not mad at that. I'm like, you knew the game was in hand. You knew you beat. You made your point. It was like you made your point, but it was like it was something extra. Like it was like extra. If you watch that game, you're like, damn. I ain't never seen.
They were trying to make a statement.
I ain't never seen Oregon play that aggressive. But I'm like this. Do not, because you're gonna have to play Prime again. You don't think he's gonna remember that shit?
Like, he's gonna remember. He's gonna remember when it comes to year 2024 too.
I don't want to hear. This is what I don't want to hear. Well, Prime could have called the dogs off. You didn't call the dogs off on Prime.
Exactly. And we're gonna come back here a year from later, and we're gonna talk about this.
Shit. I'm like, when he gets the people he wants, they're gonna monkey stomp Oregon. I'm
looking forward to it. I can't wait, and I bet you, if I was a betting man, I bet dollars to donuts. It'd be a prime time game, just like this Colorado State game was. You'd be like, you know what? What game can we put on for this week? I know Colorado, Oregon, right? Because guess what? If he get his dog, let's just say he put 2 dogs out there on the field, right? And they're just absolutely dominant. Then guess who's got a game? Guess who got a prime time game? Guess who benefited?
Sanders.
Wasn't that my hater pick last week? That the Saints were going to lose?
No,
that was your hater pick of the week. That was your hater pick of the week.
I know.
Yeah, you did. No,
actually, you had 3 hater picks of the week. Let's see. Yeah. You did.
No, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Why we lost? I'm gonna get that to a minute. It got a nice little rant coming. I'm just telling you, Miami put. I say I have no problems with the backup scoring. I have no problem. But at least that's them calling off the dogs. Bruh, y'all had Bo Nix in there for a long time before y'all took him out. Like,
why is Bo Nix still in college?
I have no idea. Y'all got a fucking grown ass man with 3 kids as y'all fucking quarterback.
I'm about to tell you, man. Like, this dude been in college for about 8 years, man. Like damn, boy.
What I mean by call off the dogs, you know what I mean. By call off the dogs, I mean you don't have to keep your starters in when you know. Because what if Bo Nix would have got hurt? That go your season. Then it been like, oh, Dan Lanning is so stupid for keeping Bo Nix in the game. And the game was out of hand. You know, I'm just saying, we see injuries happen. When I say call off the dogs, you can put in the second string people who are better than Prime's offensive line.
Yeah.
Y'all were trying to make a fucking statement, and I'm like, it was like a tone with that statement. It was like, damn, they playing mad.
It's the wrong tone, but I mean, it's like Oregon scores points. Like,
it's like
just let
you know how you go for everything against your little brother on Madden,
right?
That shit was like, it's like I'm just trying to disrespect the shit out of you because I don't respect you, type shit.
Well, I mean, Oregon is known for scoring points. Just the game ago, last week for them, their mascot set a record for push-ups because he does the push-ups for every time they score, right? So they're known for keeping their foot on the gas. I mean, I guess I'm being an apologist for them because I mean that's what they do. They score points. They're not gonna stop until you stop.
I guarantee you that game, their starters was out there by halftime. I guarantee you go look at them, their starters was out. And that was the second string. Put that damn push-up record in there.
Going. Like, oh, look at y'all go off.
I'm like, well, you know what? I'm like, it's cool, but I'm like, it was like you can see that they got a big 6'10" tackle, Colorado, and he's so damn slow. He looked like Trevor Penning out there. I mean, it was this bad. It was
everyone booed that man.
It was real bad. He's talking about Bo Nix becoming a doctor. Bo Nix at least 40.
Might as well be.
He leave about 40.
That boy been in college forever.
Yeah, but if you think about it, how many times did he redshirt?
I have no idea. It seemed like he was the one that came after Cam Newton. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like
he was. He literally was. He literally was. Like this dude came after Cam Newton, left Auburn, got to Oregon, and this dude's he's still in college. Like Cam Newton had a whole NFL career, and this man's still in college.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hear the name Bo Nix.
Bo Nix trying to get double mix.
Man,
Bo Nix,
he about to be a rocket scientist for real.
Now, I don't know what Bo Nix about to have a retirement plan, and he's gonna still be at Oregon.
Man,
come on.
This dude, he about to be.
Y'all brought up the Saints.
Bo Nix
I got a little bone to pick.
Cool, man.
I got a bone to pick with some of these fucking Saints fans, man. I kind of put a teaser on my page earlier about what the fuck I'm talking about. The reason why we lost that game, Saints fans, I want y'all to let's say we look at the camera one. The camera one. The reason why we lost this game was not because of Jameis Winston. It was not because of the defense. We have Pete Carmichael, who still think it's 2009. And let me tell you why. What are Jameis Winston's strengths? He got a big arm. Intermediate to long throws are his strengths. They got him running the Drew Brees offense. That's why we lost. We lost because every time Jameis Winston get in there, they shrank the playbook. They don't let him make line calls. They don't let him, set his protections like he want to. He has to run the play that's called. But when Derek Carr bring his ass in there, he can do everything he want. And their stat lines were similar.
With less time, by the way.
With less time, and I'm going to put it this way. Jameis Winston put us in a position to win the game. Tell us what happened. What happened when Jameis Winston put us in field goal range?
So
anybody? I'd say it. The fucking kicker missed.
And I mean, he's young, so I'll deal with that. I mean, because he got to get experience some way, somehow. I mean, I prefer he make the field goal.
Anthony, that is correct. Also, the kicker missed the field goal. Now, let me tell you.
First of all,
I'll tell you the real problem, and I'm gonna give TMI podcast a shout out because they said it first. New Orleans is always looking for a white savior. I'm gonna say it just like that. And Hollywood Dick was right when he said that shit. And what I mean by that, they create heavily Saints fans, these new Saints fans, heavily these new Mississippi, Alabama, Western Louisiana fans.
Uh-huh. You can say North Louisiana too.
Black QBs. Because if we switch Jameis Winston numbers with Taysom Hill's, they will tell us make Jameis Winston be a fucking running back. But they still, in these groups, are saying Taysom Hill need to be starting quarterback. And I watched him play your Jets, Jay, as I started quarterback. And we beat y'all because our defense had like 2 pick sixes, a fumble recovery, and he ran a long touchdown late. Because that's when y'all Jets was horribly bad.
And that's when it was coming back.
Taysom Hill had
that was the bad New York
Jets
team.
Passing. He had 38 yards passing, no touchdowns, and an interception. But I want that as my quarterback. I watched him go to Dallas on a Sunday night, get drummed. But they say, oh my God, he fought through a thumb injury. Well, Jameis Winston had a broken freaking back, and they talking about trading. He had a torn ACL. Trade him. He should have torn his ACL. Should have broke his back.
But let's not talk about an offensive line. So Saints quarterbacks in these 3 games, the Saints offensive line has given up 12 sacks, right? This is minus the 1 that Jameis had. Jameis took 1 sack last game. Derek Carr took 3. But every other time, who's been under center? Either Derek Carr or Taysom.
Yeah.
You can't give up 12 sacks. And I'm going to disagree with your statement, Anthony, talking about the Saints kicker loss. Yes, we was in a good position. But the hash, he's outside in the hostile environment. He's a rookie. I mean, I'm not expecting this dude to be Superman.
But right? I'm saying we lost mainly because we could have won the game if he made the kick. But I get what Anthony's saying.
We lost that game. We was up 17 points with 3 quarters, right?
Yeah.
Why the offense stalled? The offense stalled after Derek Carr went out. And by the way, it wasn't because some sack or whatever. He took a hit, but he took one of those type of plays. Bang, bang.
No. Eric, I got to disagree with you. He even said it. He held the ball too damn long.
Yep. That's his fault. That's Derek Carr's fault.
That's the same thing these stupid ass Saints fans are accusing Jameis Winston of doing.
But he only took 1 hit, and he put up the same numbers with less time. He did it with a quarter and a half.
When he let Jameis cook, he moved him down the field.
Like, I was listening to the radio. Like, the radio pissed me off real bad because they want to scapegoat Jameis. Like, Jameis was the reason why. But y'all let Derek Carr sit here and run shot. And Derek Carr, who took 3 hits, by the way, unnecessarily. But y'all didn't say nothing about that. Absolutely nothing about Derek Carr. But Jameis took 1 hit, and y'all all on him and talked about he's the reason why we lost. But he was the one actually moving the offense. Derek Carr has had 3 weeks. We gave this man the bag. And we got 2 offensive touchdowns so far. 2.
Look, one of the 17 points, we was up 17-0, right, Jay? Was a punt return. So that don't count toward the offense.
No.
Last I checked, it don't count toward the offense. So we scored 10. It was really 10-0.
So it's uncalled for. I gave this man this type of money.
Let's go by the numbers. Let's go by the numbers, man. I love going by the numbers. One quarterback was 13 of 18 for 103 yards and 1 touchdown. That was Derek Carr. He was 13 of 18, 103, 1 touchdown in 2.5 quarters, I can see.
2.5.
And then Jameis Winston was 10 of 16, 101 yards. Wouldn't y'all say that's the same quarterback? Isn't that the same
guy?
What have I been saying? I say, why did we give Derek Carr the bag? And he's Jameis Winston. He's the same quarterback.
Yeah. Because Derek Carr's been to the playoff twice. 0-2, by the way. 0 for 2.
But I'm gonna go to give him a little history.
I'm gonna say this though, really quick before you go into your history lesson. Right. If you're winning 17-0 going into the 4th quarter, it's your defense's fault they lost the game.
They were tired though.
Their job is supposed to hold. They got to hold.
You right?
And I get it. They were probably, like you said, they were tired because now you're playing for three and punt. The end of the game, how many times did you go 3 and punt, 3 and punt, 3 and punt? They were, like you said, when they let him cook.
5 times.
When they let him cook, he can move the ball. But your offensive coordinator doesn't have that confidence in Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm. Here's another thing, right? Like, you had the lead in the second half. Now, for those who were counting, they ran the ball a complete total of 9 times in the second half. 9.
Yes, horrible.
You held on to so when you have a lead, like you had a lead, like you got at least 2.5 possessions up. Like you was holding them, you was doing good, but now you see that your defense is starting to stagger a little bit. You're giving up points here and there. You're giving up yardage here and there. Why are you getting away from it? I know it's not, your premier. I know it's not, your guy, but you put him up there to do something. You got your young rookie back who you have this scheme for. You didn't even put trust in him. But at some point, you had to trust your guy, right? You had to trust AK to get you over there, right? And he became a premier back, right? Why not put that same trust to a guy that you put the stock into?
Bro, they were averaging 4 yards a carry almost. It was 3.8 and 3.9 between him and Tony Jones, so they was running the ball effectively. They stopped. Tony Jones ran the ball 8 times. Miller ran it 9. Hill ran it 4. And Shaheed on that stupid ass reverse on 2nd and 10. Why the fuck are we running a reverse?
Reverses
on 2nd and 10. And that's why I say it's not the defense. It's play calling.
Yes.
You want to get Jameis in a rhythm. Jameis needs to have a rhythm. He's a rhythm quarterback. If Jameis getting a rhythm, it's over. You can put the 85 Bears their defense, and Jameis is going to shred it apart when once in the rhythm. He's either really good, I always say that, he's going to be really great or really bad. There's no in-between with Jameis. And they're trying to make him have an in-between game. There's no in-between.
He didn't even have the time to be really bad. Like, I don't know why we're still hanging our hat on a Jameis that hasn't been in our locker room. Like, yes, we seen a Jameis 30 for 30, 5K. Yeah. We seen that, but that was a Tampa Jameis. Jameis has been in this locker room 3 years now. Like,
that's 5K. Look, I don't care if he threw 30 interceptions. He still threw 5,000 yards.
Like,
how many quarterbacks doing that back in the day before they added the extra game?
Not a lot.
Like, come on, man. Look, the dude can cook. And they talk about trade Jameis to the Jets. You trade Jameis to the fucking Jets, the Jets are going to the fucking playoffs. You can book it right now.
You can book that. If you trade Jameis, traded him flat out.
Trade him to the Jets.
I'll take him.
That shit right
now. We'll send you Zach. We'll send you Zach and his mom.
Fuck no. Send us a running back. Send us one of the running backs.
I even go this far. They trade Jameis to New York. New York wins that division.
Yes. Because he's going to get the ball to Garrett Wilson. He's going to get the ball to your playmakers. And guess who got involved? He got Michael Thomas involved. See, Derek Carr was only throwing to Olave. He was throwing to Shaheed.
Yes.
Olave, Shaheed.
He forgot about Michael Thomas. And Jameis was throwing that bitch to Michael Thomas. He said, Michael Thomas in this bitch somewhere. That's how he got down the field, throwing that bitch to Michael Thomas.
He don't get Jawan Johnson involved. I mean, we just got Morrow back, so we'll see.
Let me put it this way. Derek Carr is just chucking that bitch downfield. I seen him throw into triple coverage, and people still say, Derek Carr is still a great quarterback. He threw the bitch into triple coverage.
Boy, that pissed me off so bad, that Carolina game. I mean,
we almost lost that game.
Should have.
We should have lost that game.
Should have.
And let me tell it to you, Saints fan history lesson. Y'all praise mediocrity. Y'all praise Archie Manning. He was way worse than Jameis Winston, best quarterback in the NFL. We're not talking about college. In the NFL, Jameis Winston is better than Archie Manning. I'll lay on that fucking hill right now because he won more. He has won more than Archie Manning did. He has less interceptions than Archie Manning. But Archie Manning's name is in the Raptors. Okay, y'all don't want me to pick on Archie? Let's go to Bobby Abel. Bobby Abel didn't do shit. Y'all love Bobby Abel. Y'all love the Cajun Cannon. He got a radio show. He didn't do shit.
Love Bobby Abel, right?
Yeah, they love him.
He brought you to a playoff appearance.
Can you guess who was our weapon when Bobby Abel was here? Can you guess? He's a Hall of Famer.
Ricky Williams?
Yeah. No. He's a Hall of Famer.
No.
In the 80s. 80s to the 90s. He played for us and the Falcons. Martin fucking Anderson.
Oh, the kicker.
The fucking kicker.
The kicker.
That's why he was a Hall of Famer, because his Saints days.
The kicker.
A kicker. Oh, that's not good enough for y'all. Oh, don't pick on Bobby. Let's talk about John Forcade, the Billy Joes. Let's talk about Heath Schuler. Let's talk about
Talk
them.
about everybody else. Talk about them. Talk about them.
Let's go all the way until we get to 2000. We can name all Kerry Collins. We could. Oh, we didn't do shit then. Oh, we sucked.
Yep.
Oh, what happened in 2000? Oh, a person that looked like me and Eric started for the first time for the Saints. That's the first black QB started for the Saints, and it wasn't Aaron Brooks. It was Jeff Blake. Jeff Blake went down with injury. He went 7-1, I think, and he went down with injury. And then, another one like us.
Another one comes
Aaron
up.
Brooks. What is he known for in the Saints thing? Oh, he throw interceptions and laughing, and he all negative connotations.
Is that a third?
The Super Bowl champions. The Rams were Super Bowl champions.
Not just any old Rams team.
With wide receivers that are like me, you, and Eric. Willie Jackson scored 3 touchdowns. People say, who was Willie Jackson? Exactly.
Right.
Joe Horn and Ricky Williams were hurt.
We beat the greatest show on turf.
Jake Reed, who was done. And Paython, who was done.
So you're basically saying your coaching staff comes from the Good Old Boys network. They don't want brothers with color to eat.
It ain't the coaching staff. It's our fans. I'm gonna put it this way: our fans. Some of those fans, they talk shit about Aaron Brooks, but before Drew Brees got there, guess who was the all-time leading passer in Saints history?
Aaron Brooks.
It wasn't. Yes, it was not Archie Manning. But Aaron Brooks' names is not in the rafters. Aaron Brooks brought us the only playoff victory we had until Drew Brees got here.
But y'all want to sit here and praise everybody else.
But Archie Manning, who did shit, but make Peyton Eli.
You'll go through all them other dudes, and it's a short history. It's as small as this book. No playoff wins.
My God. My God, I'm just telling you, my God, and people don't want to hear it. That's why I say I give credit to Nick because he brought it up to my attention when he said it. They look for a white savior in New Orleans. So if people want to know why people hate on Jameis Winston so much and they don't want to hear the truth, this is the truth. I don't care if New Orleans fans don't follow me, do whatever. It's the truth. Because when it's a black QB, it's more criticism. Then, how about this? Teddy Bridgewater went 5-0. The team is smashing people. Like, we're blowing people out by like 30 or 40.
Taking the top off.
Beating the shit out of people.
And what they
we still want Drew back. I'm not sold on Teddy Bridgewater.
We get this man out of town.
We get this Drew Brees. Old-ass Drew Brees who all broke it up come in and lose. And we lose the last couple games, and then we lose the Minnesota Viking game in the wild card.
A game
he lost the whole divisional game because we put Drew Brees in.
A game you should have won.
Oh my God, you can't talk bad about Drew. No, Drew is old and washed up. I said it 5 years before he retired. I said this dude is old and washed up. You can go look at my history on my Facebook page. I talked about it damn near every day. I said Drew Brees is fucking washed up. Eric, what I used to call Drew Brees?
Noodle arm, washed up.
Noodle arm, Cap Rooney. He pulled a Cap Rooney. That was Cap Rooney. If you know any given something, Cap Rooney.
I still got the meme on my phone. I still got the meme on my phone.
We have fucking Willie Beeman as Teddy Bridgewater, and he pulled a Cap Rooney. And then we kept doing it. And then you know what? Let me tell you, James got that. And James played his role as the backup. Whatever. Do you know in Drew Brees' last game, the quarterback who threw the longest pass in that game was?
J-Bo.
James fucking Winston. When they did that trick play and threw that bomb and they caught a touchdown pass.
Oh, that was a Chicago game.
The Chicago did it on us and they dropped it. They stole it from Chicago and did it on Tampa.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Jameis Winston was cooked. He threw that pass and he was going to cook. I say, man, take Drew out the game and let him play next week. The Drew was all beat up. They knew Drew Brees couldn't throw the ball.
That was it. Like,
they didn't know. Then Drew Brees, they realized, hey, Drew Brees is not throwing over our head. He's throwing 2 yards and down. They pressed our men. and we lost. And we lost that game. Now here we are. Jameis Winston. We in Jameis Winston era. He goes like 5-1, tears his knee up. Oh my God, we gonna get Jameis back. So it was exciting to get Jameis back. He struggles a little bit in the Atlanta game, but he comes back with an amazing fourth quarter, scores like 28
Comes
points.
back with a vengeance. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of trying to play like this. I'll play like myself, get who I need to get involved. Came back.
And then look, they lost against Carolina, and then they benched. Then they benched him.
Well,
third game against Minnesota.
The excuse was that's when his back was messed up.
His back.
So
now
Dennis Allen had to do something to secure his job because, hey, I didn't have my starter healthy. So what I'm going to do, I'm put in this guy who I know he'll run what I want to run, but he's also not my starter. So I'm going to secure my job this way. By the way, Coach Allen, if you're watching this, prepare yourself for being on the high seat because, brother, you can't have this talent and not cook offensively. Like, your job is on the line.
Does he call your offensive plays?
No,
he doesn't.
Pete Carmichael, who is Sean Payton's descendant. And we're gonna get to
Sean Payton. How he's doing over in the Bronco land.
We'll get to that in a second. But I'm just saying, Jameis Winston, I never heard a starter lose his job because of injury, except for Drew Bledsoe. It's not like Andy Dalton was playing like Tom Brady and you had to ride with the hot hand. And you know there's still Saints fans who think Andy Dalton is better than Jameis Winston?
I refuse to believe that.
But they root for Derek Carr, who's the same caliber quarterback as Jameis Winston.
You know what? You're right.
Makes sense. What's the difference? What's the only difference between Andy Dalton, Jameis Winston, and Derek Carr? What's the only fucking difference between those three quarterbacks?
One is a minority.
Hello.
Jameis Winston got a bigger cock.
I'm gonna put it this way. And which one get talked bad about the most?
Boy, you right. You right.
Jameis Winston because he has a bigger cock.
If it looks like a duck, you ain't go for my Oregon fan here. If it look like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. Don't call it a fucking Rottweiler.
Because you just said that, and you reminded me on a radio show. Them boys talking about calling back Travis Simeon. I say, bro, I wish the hell somebody would ever mention this name in my town ever again.
That was the worst. And then y'all Jets got him. Y'all, look, stay with Zach.
No, Trevor Simeon is an employee. He can't even stay. He couldn't even stay in New York.
Look, you don't want Simeon. Dude, I literally cried at a Trevor Simeon game. It was that bad.
Boy, I better never hear. I better never.
Listen, I have nothing to do with what they do now. I'm stuck with what I got. You know, I got some dude that's never really played in the NFL. I got Trevor Simeon now, and I got Zach. So
they're saying y'all might trade for Tannehill. That's the rumblings on. Look, I'll take Tannehill over Zach and Trevor Simeon, and I hate to say that. y'all will at least make the playoffs with Tannehill.
I don't know, man.
You can at least get the ball.
I don't know.
But let's talk about the 70-point loss. Because I'm not going to let Sean Payton slip. He's going to get the smoke. I've been telling y'all Sean Payton was overrated.
Man.
He was overrated coach.
There's only one cheerleader here for him, and he's down there.
Yep. I'm gonna get hung on it. I'm gonna take that one because I rode this man, bro. Like,
yeah, you went Broncos, let's ride, and boy, you rode off a cliff.
70? I'm looking at my phone. It kept going off. I'm like, what the? They scored again. My little cousin, man, my little nephew-in-law is a Dolphins fan, right? Man, he came in there with the biggest smile. He said, man, we scored 70. I said, 70? On who? I don't remember what game it was on. He said, Denver. I said, damn, tragic.
Uncle Shannon said it best. Them boys dropped a 50 piece plus 20, no flats,
Oh,
no drink, no biscuit, no nothing.
Nope.
Damn, boy. 70?
7.
God.
And Eric, they did call off the dog. They was running the ball. A-Chain
Yeah.
had 200 yards running. They called the dogs off. Look, they put in Mike White. Mike White got a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown.
Everybody getting touchdowns out here today.
Mike White was cooking.
I should have never let him go, by the way.
That was sad.
They had to save their quarterback. You spin the pick. Yeah, I mean, they didn't have that 49er swagger because the 49ers are the only people that drafts lottery picks or move up to get a quarterback and say, you know what, I still need a quarterback. Miss B wants me to sing her a song. Sing a song.
Oh, no. Mute that mic. Mute that mic.
Up. The panel is spoken.
Listen, I just said, bro, they had the Oprah Winfrey offense. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown.
Yep.
Mike McDaniel, you come up in here and throw a touchdown. I think everybody go to touchdown.
Let me tell you something. If I'm the owner of that squad of Denver and they threw 70 up on my defense, that defensive coordinator gotta go. He gotta go.
Well,
when was the last time anybody got beat like that?
And then look, they could have broke the record, dude. They kneeled down. They could have broke the record.
That's an embarrassment to even Sean Payton.
Fucking Colorado just got whipped that weekend. Shit. They took it personal on Colorado. Shit.
Man. Colorado just overall just took a beating in football. Like they just
got beat like a $5
last week. It was a bad week for fans.
I'm sorry, Miss Bitch is watching. A $5 bitch.
That's like
they got beat bad.
That's a smack in the face without no baby powder in your hand.
Yes. I'm like, Sean Payton. Maybe the players are rebelling against Sean Payton because he got that tough, hard-nosed style. But they're like, ain't no Drew Brees here, bro. You can't go in there talking shit about the past coaches, and you ain't got your shit tight first. He came in there.
I know.
Sean Payton.
Hackett didn't lose by that much last year.
Hell no. And I'm like,
but yeah, he talked mad shit about him.
Yeah, Sean Payton's still living off that Super Bowl. That was what? Over 10 years now? Going on borderline 15
We're going on 13.
13 years.
13.
Eric should know.
13 years ago, bro. That's one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have 5 of them bitches. We had a team enough to have 5. But you know what? Your fucking teams choked.
We had 2 for sure.
I'm being real with you. I'm being real with you. I counted 5. They had a good enough team to get 5 out of his tenure. Could have got 5.
Well,
they
I don't know.
Choked. They all choked. Look, they choked against San Francisco. They choked against Minnesota twice. They choked against them twice. That's 3 though. The Rams game got taken.
That Rams game and that Minnesota game definitely. Like that was 2 sure shots. That was 2 sure shots.
That's 4, and then with his one he already won. That's 5. He could have had 5. He should have had 5.
We should be sitting on 3 rings, man. Like,
bro, I counted 5. All those choke drives, them teams were strong enough to beat anybody, but they choked. They choked, and nobody, no fan is real. I'm like these new Saints fans not real enough to admit it, because they ain't lived through the paper bag days. I can admit it. They choked all them bitches away. So you can't go in there And the Broncos, who's an organization that have more titles than the Saints did, can't go in that bitch like you going to a trash organization.
Yeah.
You got to come in that bitch a little bit more humble. And he got humble. Did he get humble?
Yeah, he got humbled. And here's the thing: it's not really quarterback play either, because people, I don't know if they'll hang Russ for it, but I mean, he's not being terrible either. I mean, he's not amazing, but he's not.
Russ is not this like I think Nasty said it last week. Ever since Russ got married, he's not the same guy. He's not that dude that played in Seattle.
She's draining him, man. She's draining him.
Well, they already got another child on the way.
Speaking as a married man, sometimes your wife drain you, baby. They drain you. They drain you of all your strength.
I'm waiting for the door to swing open.
You know,
I drain you.
And I mean that in a good way. I said, I mean that in a good way. I don't mean she drained me like, no, I'm talking about I'm exhausted for putting in work from some vaginal activity we talking about. We're not talking about that. Oh, there was the backroom activity from last night. That's what we talking about with Russ. That's what's going on with him. And
I think what Russ's problem is that he gets put in the Amazon too many times. His knees is touching his chest.
Knees can't touch your chest, dog.
That's what's wrong with Russ.
It ain't supposed to.
Russ. I'm like, Russ scored 20. That's enough to win if your defense come to show up. They're supposed to have a top-tier defense.
Yes, because they had a good defense last year.
Yeah. So 20 points is enough to win a game. 70?
70.
Them boys lost by 50.
Plus 20.
Them boys lost by 50.
That's what just shows that their defensive backs suck.
Well, they got one of the best defensive backs in the league with Precious Surtain Jr. I just think they gave a message to Sean Payton. I think that was the message to Sean. Like, look, you ain't gonna do all this fucking criticizing. like he lost that locker room already. He criticized Russ. He criticized Nathaniel Hackett. But your offense, you're supposed to be offense. Your offense ain't offensing. It ain't clicking.
Nope.
I will not pick the Broncos again this year. Well, I might have to pick them this week. After this week, I might not pick them again. Because they play Chicago this week. I might not pick them again.
I don't know. That might be my hater pick of the week.
I might still pick Chicago. I don't know with that game. I won't know until we start picking. So, 70?
Yeah, that's an embarrassment. That was to shut him up from
NFL?
Being so critical of so many other people.
Bro, you better swallow that juicy fruit because that's what you like to eat. Give me fucking juicy fruit. You better swallow that gum because it's over. 70. Somebody put 70 on you in an NFL pro game. We talking about the pro game. We ain't talking about college. We talking about the pros. Somebody hang 70 on you.
That's a high school score.
Shit.
That's a bad outing, man.
Dude, Tua is looking like the real deal. Bro, Tua is looking like
and I'll sit here and own it because I want to believe in coach so bad. I mean, you got out of here, at least the defense here, you know what you have with the defense. Out there, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, you tried to build the team over again, but not even in your first year tenure here, it was that bad. We never gave up no 70.
70?
We scored 60. We got to 60. We did the scoring of 60. But 70?
70?
Good grief.
Good googly moogie. 70? Well, let's go for I got the results for next week. It'll be last week. Doc, you won last week. You're 10-6. It was 10-6 last week.
Oh, nice.
I was 8-8. Izzy was 8-8. The hater was 9-7. Anthony was 9-7, and the nasty bitch was 69. He just been 6-9 every time he picked. He's 6-9. He always miss a game, and he always goes 6-9.
Dang.
So the overall totals is Izzy is in the lead. He's 31-17. Doc is number 2 with 30-18. I'm number 3 with 29-19. The haters in 4th place with 28-20. Anthony's in not last place, but he's 5th with 27-21. And Nasty is 13-18. He has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Nasty's done for this year already.
Pretty done.
Because he'll forget to put in his picks by Sunday.
Listen, we would have to lose every game for him to catch up for us for 2 weeks.
That's definitely not happening. So
damn near impossible.
He could just, hang it up. He'll just be a Battlehawks fan.
He's 1-0 this week because he picked Detroit. Just Izzy and Doc picked Green Bay. Just Izzy and Doc.
Yep. Well, the reason of it, because I kind of had a feeling they was going to lose one of these games. I preferred it being to us and then bouncing back, but it was the reverse.
Yeah.
Yo, Detroit smacked them in the face.
Oh, did they?
That was a good game.
He beat the shit out.
I didn't get to see the game, but looking at the results of it, like when they put up 27, I was like, damn, that's what we should have been doing. But obviously,
go look at NFL Network. It's on NFL Network. They've been playing all day.
Oh wow!
If you want to see the Packers get smacked, watch it on NFL Network. They're like Detroit will be the kings of that division this year.
That kid Montgomery's nice.
Man, the Bears are slapping themselves and let them go.
Yep.
And I see why they got rid of Jamal Williams. I see why they picked up Montgomery.
Well, they was already set. Like I knew they wasn't missing a piece. Like they already was coming around. They was already turning the corner last year. I just didn't want to up and just say that's how the narrative is supposed to go, because when we started our NFL talks, I said this is not going to go according to script. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Like you just want to say, okay, here's your contenders, and the contenders are going to just run away with it. It's not that league. The league is turning a corner. It's a whole new. There's a whole new season, whole new year, a whole lot of new faces and old faces in new places, and be prepared for that.
Nasty picked the upset of the week. He picked Houston over Jacksonville.
Man, was that ever, boy?
And you picked the only one who picked, and you were the only one who picked the Chargers over Minnesota. So yes, that's the two that beat everything. And I don't know what Nasty was thinking about picking the Bears over Kansas City. I don't know what the fuck Nasty was thinking about, but he did that. That was the head scratcher of the week.
Yeah.
I'm losing respect for Gibbs. The Lions not using them like they should. Well, Montgomery toting it like that. You don't need Gibbs right now.
Yeah.
Montgomery toting it.
Yeah, and their quarterback is not half bad. I take him. Jared Goff. He's nice.
Super Bowl.
He's really nice.
Super Bowl, but he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. He's only 4 years removed from it, so
Yeah, but if you also think about it, last year towards the end of the season, the Lions went on a win streak.
They did.
Yeah, I wish we got Dan.
Their momentum is going. That's why I went with them.
And you know me, Detroit was my team from last year. I used to just pick them for upsets. That was my team from last year. When you talk about biting somebody in the kneecaps, you got my vote. That's my vote.
Yeah, he's that type of coach that know how to get it out you. He's that type of coach like, damn boy, I'll run through a wall for this man. And that's what Detroit's doing.
We gonna start the picks, get them out the way. So Anthony, we about to start the picks. Yeah, you did tell us not to pick Washington. Me, Nasty, and I think the hater picked Washington last week.
Yeah, fucking I'll never pick Washington again.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
y'all kept calling us the
They
Scotty.
got blitzed out. Look, I believed in Washington because how they were playing, and they got blitzed out the fucking. Shit. But we're gonna go first in Jolly O England. Falcons versus the Jaguars. The Jaguars coming off a loss. The Falcons coming off the loss.
Damn.
Who are you going with?
That's literally the one game I didn't pick yet. Like I picked everybody else, but I got it down in my paper here. That's the one game I didn't even pick a winner
I'll
for.
go first. Fuck the Falcons. I'm going Jacksonville. That's why. You know why? Because fuck them. That's why.
I'm going
Yeah,
Jacksonville as well because I think that it's time for Trevor Lawrence to step up his game.
and then also because Jacksonville also has a winning record in London. So
The game is in London.
Yeah,
it's in
it's
London.
at 9:30 in the morning.
You just made it unanimous. Then I'm going Jacksonville as well.
Yeah,
I was on the cusp of picking Atlanta until you said that the game is in London.
It's in London.
And knowing them, they probably left Sunday night to London. So their bodies will be, have that change.
Yep.
Izzy
Let's
and
make it
fucking
unanimous.
Murphy.
I'll go with Jacksonville.
Y'all got till, y'all got till Sunday, Izzy and Nasty, to give us a fucking picks. Joe, he going Jacksonville. So it's unanimous with Jacksonville.
Yep.
Izzy and Nasty, y'all on the clock. Because if you don't, Izzy is gonna lose that lead he has. Right now.
Hope everything's all right with you, Izzy.
Yeah, we go with one. Yeah, that is gonna be on Nickelodeon. It's gonna be ain't this gonna be the one that's gonna be in like Toy Story, like Pixar? Motherfucker,
Yep.
have it look like Pixar. I might check that shit out. Like real talk. I never seen a Pixar football game before, man. I gotta watch that shit.
And it's supposed to play as it's going. I don't know how they're gonna do that shit, but that shit should be interesting.
The technology exists, so
yeah,
when they piece together, I think it'll be pretty cool.
So the next game, the Rams and the Colts.
I am going with the Rams. Aaron Donald's still out there defensively, and Matt Stafford ain't a bum, so I'm expecting them to win.
I'm going with the Rams as well. I just think they have a little better team than the Colts. The Colts surprised everybody with Baltimore, so I think that was a shocker out the week. But I think the Rams win this game, because they got more talent.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't think I don't know if the kid is playing Richardson. And I think the Rams got a little bit better talent than the Colts do.
Yeah, a little bit. But that was a hard game to pick. I'm not gonna lie. And Anthony picks the Rams, so it's unanimous again. So far, everybody's going with everybody. So I think some of these games is about to change, though. Okay, the Ravens versus the Browns. Deshaun Watson is doubtful. So, Deshaun Watson is doubtful. So, he's not
I wasn't
playing.
picking them anyway. I'm going with the Ravens for the mere fact.
Okay.
I think they want to separate themselves from the pack, and I think they want to claim their division because I think they're tired of Cincinnati. And Cincinnati, they struggled. But they're there. But with that loss to Indy, I think they get back on track. I got the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah, go ahead. Going to Ravens. I was going to pick Cleveland, but when I heard the Deshaun Watson news, I'm like, nah, they're not going to beat him without Deshaun. So,
their backup is whack. He's a rookie.
He actually is good. He's kind of good, the rookie. He did okay in preseason, but I don't trust a rookie against that defense. So,
yeah.
If it was Deshaun Watson, I was going Cleveland, and I was going Cleveland big. Like literally, they starting to get his feet back. You starting to see it. And Browns you mean Ravens OBJ. He with the Ravens now. He's saying the Browns. Oh, I'm sorry, I got it. I read it wrong. He picking the Browns. OBJ is not playing the game with the Browns. Use commas, man. Use commas.
Yeah, some punctuality.
Yeah, look at I would have been with you, Anthony. Look, I'd have been with you if that QB was playing, bro.
Well, I mean, they still got your man's out there on the defense. Shoot.
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
Garrett's still out there. I mean, but he can't play the entire. I mean, he can't be the entire team.
He can't score points like that. So,
right.
So, we don't know. It might be a close, like 10-7 game. Shit. Take the under if you betting. Take the under on that game. All right. The Vikings and the Panthers. The Vikings better win this game. Well, this is the last time I'm picking them. I'm just being real with you. I'm going Vikings. Vikings and Panthers. I'm going the Vikings.
I'm going Vikings as well.
This is my last time picking them, bro.
Damn, man. Why y'all got to be 0-3? Because
it's my last time picking them.
I really don't want to go against the Panthers because the Panthers defense has been showing me a little bit. But the Vikings are 0-3, and I think they're going to play desperate. I think they're going to want that win. So I'm going with the Vikings. Unfortunately,
I'm like,
my better judgment.
Can you believe they're top? Like they're number one in a lot of offensive categories. You know, their defense is letting them down. Minnesota is blowing people. We should be blowing people out. Kirk Cousins is playing MVP like, and they're 0-3.
Winless.
What the fuck?
Winless. Not one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's unanimous on that one. Man, that's ridiculous though. Like when I saw that stat, I'm like, damn, Kirk Cousins is actually elite this year. Kirk Cousins is elite this year. This year.
Yes. So far.
Please. So far, he's elite.
Yeah, so far. It's only week 4.
All right, we going Bengals and Titans.
I already know where you're going. Fuck nasty. You're going with the Bengals.
Not just because fuck nasty. The Titans don't have any corners. Yeah. So, but still fuck nasty.
I'm going with the Bengals too.
And y'all know I want to pick the Bengals. I'm gonna pick the Bengals, but I don't want to take no digs at no nasty about it. I just want.
I'll take all the digs you need. Fuck it.
I don't want to take no digs at Tennessee, man. But
push-ups. Fuck him. Hey, look, it's unanimous. Everybody say fuck nasty.
See.
No, fuck nasty need to hurry up. He owe us 60. That's not we didn't give him the okay to take a week off.
He probably need a week off. All right.
He's still recovering.
Yeah.
Buccaneers and Saints. Buccaneers and Saints. Now, we hearing rumblings that Derek Carr might start.
Man, look. First of all, I don't care who's starting. AK free. If y'all go look up AK's social media, that boy say home free. Home free. Home free, boy. I know. I'm going with the Saints. I'm going with the home team.
Do we have a hater pick of the week?
Who are they playing?
Because you already know who I'm going with. Play Tampa Bay. You already know who I'm going with. Saints.
Oh no, I'm not going with I'm going with the Saints. I'm not going with what's his name, Buster ass from the Browns.
Baker.
Fuck Baker.
I'm going. Yeah, you know me. I'm going Saints. I'm going Saints on this one. I don't care, but I think Derek Carr should sit this one out and let J-Bo get his revenge. I mean, hey, that's just me. But Anthony, who you got? Saints or Buccaneers?
He'd be stupid to fucking play if he hurt his shoulder in any
AC,
way.
hurt his AC joint, his AC sprain.
Yeah, well, he should take a week off.
You should, but he's not. While Anthony's waiting to calculate that up, we'll go to the next game. Dolphin and Bills. Oh, Anthony said he'll come back to that game. So he's thinking that one over. So we're going Dolphins and Bills. Will the Dolphins put up 70 against the Bills in New York?
Hell no.
He said, hell no.
But
Look,
I'm gonna ride with the fans because
last week.
Because Tua, that boy playing like he got a chip on his shoulder.
Bro, until somebody beats Miami, I'm picking Miami. Sorry. And they're missing Jordan Poyer in Buffalo. I'm going Miami.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I'm going with that same philosophy. Until somebody beats them, then maybe I'll start looking at it differently. But right now, their offense seems to be unstoppable. And what proves that is they put in the B squad, and the B squad still scored on the other team.
Anthony says he's picking the Dolphins, and Waddle may be back.
So who are you picking, Eric?
I already picked the Fins.
Oh, you picked the Fins? I ain't hear you. My fault.
Yeah, I already picked the Fins.
Until somebody beats them. Somebody has to beat them. So, more power to you. I am not.
Like
look, I am not born against that buzzsaw.
I just said that Tua's playing like he got a chip on his shoulder. I don't know if Ryan Clark sparked it in him or whatever. Like I hear people talking, but they're not playing.
You can't call nobody thick. You can't call nobody stripper thick. You can't call another man stripper thick and don't think I'm gonna take it. Not gonna take it personal.
And look,
talking about that man look like he work at Onyx. Oh man, that's disrespectful. Hell no.
Hey. Yep.
And the game of the century. Broncos country, let's ride. And the Bears.
Can we skip that game?
Man, look. Hey, I'm picking. I'm going with Chicago.
Broncos.
You're going with Chicago?
I'm going with Chicago. Yeah, because hey, coach let me down. Now, hey, you had a chance on the road. Now you on the road in Chicago. You think I'm gonna sit here and take that? And Chicago got some things going on with the equipment. They did missing equipment, all this and the third. Y'all think they ain't gonna show up to work? Give me Chicago.
I got Chicago too. Strangely, I got Chicago winning too. I flipped the coin just now. He landed on Chicago.
Oh man.
Well, sorry, fellas. I'm going for Broncos.
You can go, hey, bro. There's no real winning.
I don't think they want to lose 2 weeks in a row. If they lose again, if I was management, I would be thinking about telling Sean Payton to pack his shit and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Well, it's gonna be one of the two. It's gonna be your quarterback or your coach.
Somebody losing their job this week.
Somebody got to go.
Anthony picked them.
Even Anthony said he'll go to the Bears.
Listen, I'm tired of Sean Payton disappointing me, man. I'm not picking Denver. I meant that shit. I ain't picking them no more. Fuck. I ain't picking them. They could be playing against the Battlehawks. I'm picking the Battlehawks.
Damn.
You won't pick the Battlehawks because you know that Nasty would. And be like, fuck Nasty. I ain't picking the same shit like him.
We did last week, and I lost every pick I picked with him. Never again.
Bad luck.
The Scottie Pippins The Commanders versus the Eagles. I'm not picking Washington this week. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. They're gonna get massacred by Philly.
Yeah, I'm going with the Birds too.
Philadelphia versus Washington. They could be playing in the phone booth. I'm picking Philadelphia.
I'm gonna ride with Philly as well. Tough division game. It
Tough?
won't be an easy one.
You said tough division game?
It's a division game.
Ain't nothing tough about that game.
It's a division game. So I'm gonna ride with Philly. Although Philly just, we're gonna keep going with the quarterback sneak. Run the quarterback sneak.
We didn't pick Washington. Oh Lord, didn't pick Washington.
All right,
I want where he's smoking.
Oh shit!
Riding with his team. Good job.
He didn't ride with him last week.
Yeah, he didn't ride with them last week.
Oh, he won't. That's just Eagles hate there. I think that's just Eagles hate. Oh my God, who the fuck made this fucking schedule? The Steelers and the Texans. The Texans coming off a win last week, and they're at home.
They are, and God,
this is horrible. This is fucking.
Well, while you're thinking, I'm going with the Texans.
I can't do it. Now, I reserve the right to change my mind because I have the Texans circled. Like I said, I got all my picks going, but I don't want to roll against no TJ Watt defense. Man, these people don't got nobody.
TJ Watt ain't nobody. Fuck him.
Fuck it. I'll go Houston. Fuck it. The fucking Steelers ain't showing me nothing.
I'm not doing it. I'm changing my pick. I reserve the right to change my mind. I'm going with Pittsburgh, man. This is one of the games that I'll just take the L on.
I'm going Houston. Fuck it. Let's go Houston.
Yeah, I want to.
Come on, CJ Stroud.
I cannot. I'm going with Pittsburgh, man.
I'm going Houston.
CJ Stroud is playing how Justin Fields should be playing.
But I already picked an upset pick. I already picked one of these dudes already. I got Justin Fields, but I cannot, even on a short week, I can't do it. I want to, I can't do it. Give me Pittsburgh.
They're not showing me enough. Come on, Houston with the upset. 2 weeks in a row, baby. Let's go.
Do it 2 weeks in a row, because that'll be the one I'm gonna have to just take the L on. I can't do it. As much as I got that circle, I will show it to y'all right now.
I believe
y'all can see what my pick is. That's me changing my mind.
We gonna go Raiders and Chargers. I know everybody's pick for this one. Raiders and Chargers.
I'm picking the Chargers, man.
I'm not gonna even.
Jimmy G
is garbage.
I feel bad for what's his name out there.
Devontae Adams is trying to get out.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
He should have stayed. He should have stayed in Green Bay.
They should let this man walk. That's what they should do.
This might be a massacre. This might be pretty fucking bad.
Y'all knew I rolled with the Chargers last week, so I'm not changing that.
Yeah, they worked out for you last week.
So, but again,
this might be a fucking massacre, though. This might be. The Raiders look bad, man. They look pretty fucking bad. No lie, they look bad. They look pretty bad. I can't even front. No, okay, the 49ers and the Cardinals.
The hater pick of the week.
The Cardinals showing they can run the ball. They ran it down Dallas' throat.
Yeah, but this is the 49ers. There's no way that they're going to beat the 49ers. And if they do, I'll shave my head bald.
I'll shave my head bald, too.
That's not fair.
Ain't no way.
Nah, you gotta grow your shit.
I don't care if
I
y'all
got my
take.
hair growing. I got hair on top right now.
Nah, I want a little afro if you go that route. I don't want no fuzz.
Well, let me devil's advocate a little bit. Now, does the pressure go on Brock Purdy? Because Brock Purdy has yet to taste defeat in the regular season. Now, everyone was talking, Dallas had their chest out, talking about we putting the NFC on notice until they got to Arizona, right? So, will Brock Purdy fold and taste his first loss? Or does he continue to ride high?
My question is to you. Whose defense is better, Dallas or the Niners?
Niners by far.
Niners by far. That's how I feel.
Now, I'm not going to say by far.
Now that Diggs is gone. Oh, yeah. When I start Sunday, hell yeah, it's by far.
Well, yeah, based on what you're seeing on Sunday, then yes. But I don't think the gap is that big from Dallas to San Francisco.
Purdy is not.
That is also true, Anthony. I will say that.
I just want to know who
obviously, my pick is the 49ers.
Oh, you picked the ball. He did all that to pick the 49ers.
Dax threw that ball with 3 people covering the wide receiver.
All right.
Look, Purdy don't make those mistakes.
I mean, Joshua Dobbs looking like the next coming of Michael Vick. They can run the ball very good. Look like Connor finding his way.
Finding his groove.
I thought you were gonna switch it up.
49ers in a row.
I thought you were gonna switch it up. I was like, what? You gonna pick them? Shit.
Well, no. 49ers in a row. I ain't stupid.
It'll be the 49ers.
It's the 49ers and Santa Clara. Hell no. Oh, hell no. Nah. Maybe if it was in Arizona, I might have gave him a slither of a chance.
Not even. San Francisco's not far. It's like a home game for them.
Hell no. All right. The Patriots and the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? And Zeke's return. Will Zeke eat?
Will Zeke continue to eat?
Will Zeke eat? Are we going to get a hater pick of the week?
Yes, you are going to get. This is my hater pick of the week. I'm going with the Patriots.
You're picking the Patriots?
Yep.
You never picked the Patriots. What the fuck is going on?
I know, but I have to start picking. You know what I'm saying? I can't go with my heart all the time. I just have a feeling the Pats are going to pull it out.
Oh man, Eric?
Even against that Dallas defense.
Nah, I'm not betting against no Dallas losing no 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, Eric, that's another one for New England. Eric, another one for New England.
I'm picking the Cowboys.
I knew you were picking the Cowboys.
All right. Oh my, I guess it's on me now. They are in Jerry World. Zeke is returning. Dallas is coming off a stunning loss. And they're about to lose again. Because Zeke is going for 1 over 150. Mark it down. They're going to run it down Dallas' throat. Because Bill Belichick saw what the fucking Cardinals did. They're going to run that bitch 40 times and pass it twice. In a close game, the New England Patriots win. Because Dallas can't stop the run. And Michael Parsons is not Lawrence Taylor because he can't stop the run. New England. I just have a feeling New England's going to win this game. So, Eric, you're on our way, so, bro.
I'm there all by myself.
Probably not when Izzy picks. Izzy going to
Izzy will probably pick Dallas.
Oh, somebody calling you an undercover Dallas fan.
What?
Oh, shots fired. Pow, pow.
Wow.
All right, in the Sunday night game on October 1st, we got Jets against, you can't bet against Mahomes, the Chiefs. You got the Jets and the Chiefs. You know where I'm going. You know I have a rule. I don't go against Mahomes. I don't. I can't. Can't go against Mahomes. So Kansas City.
So my question is Taylor Swift showing up at this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Supposedly, the NFL Network is giving out friendship bracelets in her and Travis Kelce's name in my fucking stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm going with the Jets.
Oh.
Yep.
Not in this fucking stadium.
Yep. Not in their house.
If it was Aaron Rodgers, I'd have went with the Jets. Being real with you. But that's fucking Zach Wilson.
I'm saying Zach Wilson doesn't do nothing by the first quarter. Somebody else is coming in the game. Whether it's Trevor Siemian, whether it's because he's already played under that system before, or the young kid. Somebody, I don't think they're gonna, if they ride with him I will not pick the Jets for the rest of the year.
He picked the Jets. Jay did pick. I picked Kansas City because everybody knew I was gonna pick Kansas City. So that's why
I'm picking the Jets. I picked the Jets. I ride with my team. I'm not like
Jay,
you.
Translate, Jay.
That nigga just called somebody a piece of shit. Basically.
That's what that means.
I don't know who Luis Gonzalez is. Now it'd be fucked up if I said tu madre, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to come on here and be disrespectful.
Well, he picked the Jets.
No.
He picked the Jets.
Yeah, but he didn't have to say because we're a Mahong.
He's picking the Jets.
Hey. I mean, I don't understand it. He's like, no. I think he might have misspelled something.
Nah, I know what he wrote.
Hey, damn, man. Come on, man. We got Spanish speaking people on here, man. Luis.
Right?
Yeah, Boricua down, bro. I might look Caucasian, brother, but I ain't Caucasian.
Bro, you don't look Caucasian, bro.
Not even.
Not
even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Y'all fucked up.
Not even a little bit, bro. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm about to make sure. It's Google Translate, bro. Because you are.
You are a shit.
Yeah.
Mahong is shit.
They said because you are a jerk, according to Google Translate, still not good.
Mahong is not jerk.
But you know they're gonna censor it. You know they ain't gonna give us the real shit.
That's whack. Google Translate can't even. You need the street version of Google Translate.
I'll put it this way. That's not a good thing, man. I looked it up.
I think there's a setting.
You're gonna have to change your settings and stop learning
the setting because Google got that device now, so it's gonna instantly translate when people going. I think Google know what they're doing.
Yeah,
slick motherfuckers.
I'm just saying, son.
Nail shop's gonna be lit,
bro. Either way, jerk asshole shit. It's still pretty bad, bro. Like, just come on, man, calm down. Oh shit. Damn, right? Damn, what did we do with you? Why you gotta say fuck me for?
You're right.
As long as Zach Wilson's starting, I'm never picking the Jets. Doc, who you got, Doc?
I got the Chiefs. Y'all know Taylor ain't gonna let that happen. She gonna put the call in to the script writers and be like, nah, not my man.
Look, they undefeated since Taylor Swift entered the game.
Ooh, that was one game last week. What the fuck?
Hey, I don't make the numbers. Laugh out loud. Okay.
LOL
Yeah.
out loud. Yep.
That's what laugh out loud means.
Anthony said, Jay, you not white. If we both get pulled over, we both going to jail.
You going to jail first. You going to jail first. I'm gonna talk my way out of it.
Man, see, Eric, you remember that Family Guy one when he pulled the card out next to Peter? They gonna put that shit next to DJ.
Like, hold on, what's on?
Take a ride.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's funny. Oh man, Louise, man, look, we are a fun-loving group, but man, don't come on up with the negativity, bro. Even if it's in Spanish, that's why you put it in Spanish. You didn't think we do Spanish, huh?
We got it all. I know Spanish, Chinese. Don't fuck around.
Oh shit, bro. That shit was funny. He did that bitch slick side right though. He put that bitch at that slick.
Just slid that thing in there.
He slid it in. He did his
slide that thing right
He's probably like, oh shit.
Casual.
He's probably like, oh shit.
Yep.
Man, now he's like, now he knows English.
Yeah,
now all of a sudden he knows English. See?
Man, look.
He's
I appreciate the new view. We got a new view. We got new comments. It's changing our algorithm. Venom and Smoke on his way up. We up.
Like,
we on our way up.
I'm being real with you. I even respect it because if I do another language, I try to sneak side, say some stupid shit too, and see if they can get you. So if I say translate it, fuck.
Yep.
But your translator just totally fucked up the whole translation because you're a jerk.
Bro, I'll put it this way, bro. Jerk. Asshole shit. Whatever you want to call it, it's still not good, bro. It's still not fucking good. Man, you know Google Translate is whitewashed. Come on, man. They ain't gonna give us the
pun intended.
I ain't much gonna hold y'all. Like, we talked about different languages, but I actually was taught swear words in 3 different languages. I was taught swear words in Romanian. I was taught swear words in French, and I want to say German as well. I think somebody wanted to teach me bad words in German. I mean, I knew them, but they was just trying to get me to swear without actually swearing. I'm like, but I know it's a swear word, so I'm not gonna say it anyway, right?
How about you teach it to me? I was like, stop getting away with cursing people out.
I mean, but I haven't used them in so long. It's like I actually forgot it. Like Romanian.
Mo wants to be able to go at them when they come on what do you call it on YouTube, and they're from another country. He wants to be able to caca poo poo.
Yeah.
I do that so I can go at my job, and I can just be cursing in different languages.
Going at it. In Romanian, it's so slick. Like it's so slick in Romanian. It's like you know you're saying it, but it's a tone that you have to say it in for it to be offensive.
You're going to teach me those words so I can use that at work.
But I forgot them. I don't have my thing anymore. Like I had a coworker who just taught it to me. It's like, okay, I tried it. I didn't like it, and then I just carried on.
Let's get this coworker on the show. Let's get this coworker on the show.
Oh, it's been a long time. Like we'll see.
Yeah, see, he thought I was white. That's why he said, "Ha, I'm gonna put this in Spanish."
Izzy looks white.
I'm a troll. I'm a troll, you motherfuckers.
You thought
I'll be real with you. Izzy looks white. I swear to God, I thought Izzy was white.
Izzy looks like the dude from Blam Wrestling.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'd have bet my house that Izzy was white until he told me he was Latino. I'm like, what the fuck? I see it when Izzy shaved the beard. When Izzy had that beard,
but even then,
white man.
Before Izzy put his name as Nefarious Facebook veteran, He used to use his name, right? He put Ishmael. Well, I don't want to put his name out there if he don't release his name, but his last name was the dead giveaway. Like
bro,
when
you
he
know how
put
many,
his last name, I was like, "Ain't no way. There's no
I'm putting
way."
it, hold on. He could have took his wife's name. I don't know. People can get adopted. We don't know.
Hey, you could have.
Damn, you got him adopted, taking his wife's name.
I'm just saying, shit. I seen
I
a
don't
black
think Miss B.
Martinez. You look like me named Martinez, ain't not a speck of fucking Latino in him. I'm just saying, shit. I mean, it happens. He could have been adopted by a Spanish family. He took on the name, man. I'm just saying.
He could have. You right. But
Not
when,
that, see, I know Izzy's mother, and well, I met his father when I was a kid, like a long time ago. But yeah, you could, if you saw Izzy's mother, you'd be like, oh yeah, he's Latino,
Yeah, I
because she
saw
has
her
a
when
Latin face, and
yeah, I saw her.
she's a little bit like darker.
But it was like Izzy. I saw Izzy name, but Izzy never had his profile picture up. So when I invited him to the show, I never knew what Izzy looked like. When Izzy came on, I said, "Man, this is not no fucking Izzy. Man, what the fuck is this white dude?" I was thinking, I'm like a Latino dude on here. What the fuck is this white dude? He's like, oh, Lala said, oh no.
Damn, I got stuck with another one.
But then when I heard Izzy talk, I'm like, okay, it's fucking Latino.
Even though Izzy's Spanish is suspect, because when he talks Spanish, he has like the accent of American. Like if he was taught Spanish in school and not like I learned Spanish listening to my grandmother and grandfather and my parents when they were talking. That's how I learned Spanish. I didn't take that shit in school.
Understand?
Right.
Izzy sound like a New York Puerto Rican. That's what the fuck he sound like.
Yes, he does. I would say yes. He
New York.
knows Spanglish very well.
But speaking of Izzy, and speaking of you, the Seahawks versus the Giants in Monday Night
Gino,
Football.
you don't even have to ask me, baby. Gino. Especially with Saquon's, they don't know if he's going to be day to day. I'm definitely going with Gino. Sorry, Iz.
He went with Gino. He went with
It ain't
Gino.
no apology about it, man. Like Seattle got weapons. Like when we talk about the Giants, we go weapons, right?
Weapons.
Well, guess what? Seattle actually has weapons. So put me down for Seattle and Izzy, 10 wins. I told you was tripping.
Yeah.
Where is this year? It's a sweep. It is a sweep.
Listen, I'm saying this. When the Giants play Washington, if Washington beats the Giants, there is no way in hell they're getting 10 wins. None. Because that means they were lost to everybody in their division.
Bruh, you know what Gino was about to do to these people? Do you know what Gino was going to do to these people? He going to kill these people, man. The Giants, I told Izzy, Giants overachieved last year.
Yes.
They overachieved. Nobody was caring about the Giants.
And they really didn't get weapons. If you're talking Waller is your weapon, sorry, Charlie.
Now, if the Saints would have got Waller, we know Derek Carr likes to throw to Waller. Shit, that's different. Daniel Jones doesn't throw to the tight end.
Nope.
So I'm saying, what weapons? What weapons are we talking about here?
So Izzy, you might try to stick it out for your team there, but we already got you with your picks on how you feel about New York and the schedule. Because we literally went through New York's schedule, and you went win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
and honestly, that's a T-shirt, and Izzy would hate it, but it would have to be in the Giants colors, with right in the front. What weapons?
That's
with
what
like
I
3 exclamation points.
I even used the font. I just couldn't. I couldn't design it like they do it because it
Bro,
only
I'm
makes the
going to
font.
find the giant font. I'm going to
Yeah,
put it on the shirt.
it
If they
only
don't get
works
10
for
wins, it's on the shirt. It's coming. What
capital
weapons?
letters. So that's why when I put the meme up there, it's literally the Giants font and their colors.
So
What
it'd be
weapon?
good. The Giants font, the color, their colors, and then on the back, something like vaginal activities.
They might as well be doing vaginal activities because there ain't no weapons.
Ah,
Listen, bro.
cool.
I laugh
Listen.
because I know Izzy's watching this tomorrow because he always watches when he doesn't come on. He watches the show on Saturday. So yeah, we
Listen.
made you a part of the show even though you weren't here, buddy.
What I'm saying is it's like you should. I don't know why you thought they were gonna win 10 wins, have 10 wins. Like seriously,
He
is
believed in his
like,
team. Like we believe in our team. I mean,
yes. If we were like
we're
the Giants,
Yeah,
I
but
would
you
say
got
10.
weapons.
yes.
And you're
Yeah.
about to get your main weapon back tomorrow
Yes, and our
or
main weapon wasn't even here.
Sunday.
AK free. Him free. Home
Let me put
boy.
Let me put it to you, bro. Like I'm a Pistons fan. Everybody who watches know I'm a Pistons fan. I'm not gonna say we're gonna win the NBA title. I'm hoping for a play-in tournament appearance. See, that's realistic. I'm not gonna say we're gonna win 60 games.
Nah,
Coming out like game busters talking about 60 wins. Okay.
don't
60
go there.
wins.
Yeah.
Like
That's
me
gonna
with
be
the Knicks, I just hope we get to the playoffs. Or we get into at least into that little bullshit tournament that they got now.
Well, that's how the season is starting. The season is going to start with the play in. Well, not the play in.
still trying to
The
figure out
in season tournament. Good grief! Got so
what's the
many
purpose of
ends
that.
now, and
Purpose of
I'm
that.
proud of the NBA actually for it. Like, because the NBA with this whole way of their doing things, this analytics, we're gonna play with the analytics versus playing how traditionally the game is played, and this 3-point line, everybody got to take the 3-pointer. Like it's kind of stale. So you need something. Like you needed something. Like you're tired of teams qualifying and getting squashed versus a team who actually wants to be there and playing. So you got to play in the in-season tournament. It just gives incentive to stop putting your players on a rest.
Oh, we got a bet. We got a bet. If the Giants get 10 wins, Anthony said he will buy a Giants shirt and wear it on the show.
And that's going down on
Right now.
He gonna want to buy the what weapons shirt.
No, it has to be a Giants shirt. What weapons later?
That's
Okay,
funny.
we got one more game, the Thursday night game. Oh my God, why do we got to pick from the Bears again?
This has got to be next to the Bears Broncos game. This got to be the second worst game in the last week, in the next 2 weeks.
All right, I already know where Anthony going with this game. But the Thursday night game is the Bears versus the Commanders, the Scottie Pippins. Oh my God, I'm going Washington.
The Scottie Pippins. But didn't you go with the Bears for your pick this week?
Yeah.
You know
So
what?
I'm going Washington next week.
I can't even be upset.
Just because Washington is at home. That's why I picked it. Washington's at home. Not because I have confidence.
Every team is going to come on Thursday night anyway. So I can't even be mad. I'm picking Washington. Like, I'm just mad. Like, let's take it up, like 3 hours of our lives, knowing good and well.
I'm going to be on a podcast. So I don't know about y'all. I'm going to be on a podcast Thursday night.
Oh, I'm going to be putting in. They're losing. They're winning. They're losing.
Well,
Of course,
yeah,
Anthony.
you be
Of
on a
course.
podcast, but I multitask on Thursdays. So
Oh, you got that. You can do what you do, but I know what I'm doing.
I noticed. Because I didn't see it when I when I looked up at the score of the Green Bay game. I wrote on in the thing, who the hell picked Green Bay this back? Like, who picked Green Bay out of all of us? And Mo went right past my fucking comment, and I was like,
No, I didn't.
"That's fucked." I was like, "That's fucked up."
No, I didn't. I told Izzy, I said, he want to know who picked Green Bay. I said, now I put it up. And then I
Oh,
put
I didn't
another
see
one up.
it.
Yeah, I put it up and I said, and I told it, and I said, yeah, I said, Izzy, you picked Green Bay, didn't you? And he said, yeah. He did that. And we went on talking about the back room activities. All right. He said, hold your team down no matter what. New York Giants. I'm not holding them suckers
No,
down.
I don't know about that.
I ain't from New York.
yeah, nah.
Look, I'm from where there's new in the name, but it's not New York. It's from New Orleans. I'm not holding down nothing that's just Giants.
Yeah, nah.
Who you going with?
I think this is gonna be a sweep. I'm going with the Commanders as well.
Good God.
Only because Justin Fields just looks like he's lost.
Oh my God, yes he is. Like how? So of course, Nasty and Izzy, y'all have until 11 o'clock Central. So that's 12 Eastern to put y'all picks in Sunday. Y'all got to that time. Anything else? You don't get
You
credit for
lost.
this week.
And don't forget Thursday. Pick your
And
Thursday pick. Because last time Izzy didn't pick his Thursday pick until like Wednesday.
Oh,
None
yo,
of this.
Anthony.
None of this waiting for motherfuckers to see if the injury report, if they get hurt this week, your pick is already made for Thursday.
Yeah. And Anthony,
We're not
you gotta
doing that doc shit like last year.
Anthony, you got to pick that Saints game. You didn't pick the Saints versus Tampa. So you got to pick that game, Anthony.
You know you're going for the Saints, Anthony. Stop fronting.
Come on, man. Come on. Let's stop playing. Yeah, we know. I'm not accepting anything after that because I'm going to be in the stadium. So 11 o'clock is when I'm walking into the
Oh,
stadium.
they're playing home?
Yeah. That's when I walk into the stadium. I cut my phone off. It's around halftime. So you got to, I ain't going to see it. So, and then I start, put them in red and green to show who won. That's how I got it color coded. Like the whole thing color coded, like the picks. And I write them down as, so once they're written down, I don't change them. I just see if you got it right or not. Like, that's what I'm saying. Let people know. If you want a picture of it, it's color coded. And they show you how many times you got it wrong, how many times you got it right. Right now, everything in black. But if you get the correct pick, I put it in green. You get the wrong pick, it's red with a line through it.
You have to rewrite it in green, or you just hit a button and it changes it?
Nah, you just gotta, how it is. You just gotta change the color, erase it, and then it's gonna put in the text box what you last put. So you just press it. That's all. It's really fast.
Nah, they got that until noon.
I think you can highlight it and then change the color.
You can highlight it too and do that too, but it's easy. It don't take me long to do. I might just put the box around it. But it's fun. They give me something to do. It helps me be more organized than writing it on papers. I kept losing the papers.
Yeah, that's why I kind of got a notebook.
So the Saints is his pick. So he picked the Saints. You could have did that about an hour ago.
That's how I do my picks.
Yeah.
And the funny shit, sometimes I do my picks twice. I do them on Monday night after the game, and then I look over them again on Thursday. Usually during the podcast, I'm looking at them and I'm going through the list, and I'm like, all right, let me switch this around, and I do my final list usually on Thursday nights.
Well, Doc can't do his usual, scouting report because I'm not as close proximity to my items anymore. Because I used to work like right around the corner from where I lived at, and that's how I was able to do the show. Do my little picks and all be within 10 minutes of each other. Like I just pack up, go home, and like I'm ready to roll. Well, now it's a bit of a commute for me, and now I'm cranked up. I'm cranked up with everything. Like, I still gotta get to my civilian job. I still gotta do my military thing, and then I still gotta get here and take care of home. Well,
we get it.
I got it together, but I don't get a chance to do my scouting. Now, when I get to things, I don't get to things until Thursday. So when I'm, watching Thursday show, get to do my little somewhat report, but like, okay, cool. I know what's going on. I know what's hot, and I'll stay with that.
And once again,
yeah.
I was saying, once again, though, the prize is going to be, I'm going to try to get a trophy or something for the winner, the overall person. So you'll have a trophy or some type of, memento that you won the picks, the Venom picks. You won the NFL picks. You the NFL picks champ of 2024 year. So I will try to go to Trophy Smack or something to get you a trophy so you'll have it. And then next year, I'll do the same thing. So hopefully I'll be the first person to hold that trophy so I can hold it in your face.
The inaugural trophy.
Right now, Izzy's in the lead.
Right now, Izzy the top dog.
He ain't no damn picks. No, he ain't. Because look, I'm going by overall wins.
We got it.
I'm not going by if you have a better winning percentage. No, I'm going by overall wins. So if you miss a week, that's on you.
Yeah, that's why Nasty got a fucked up record because he missed the week.
Yeah, he's going to be 14-18 after 4 weeks if you don't pick this week. Because he got one pick right this week. It's going to be 14-18, and that's going to be damn near impossible to make, so I don't worry about giving Nasty a trophy. So, fuck Nasty. That's what I want to do. I want to start doing something special. So, like, encourage more people to join in with the picks. You know what I'm saying? We picked the whole thing, from the beginning, though. We'll, do it, and then, you can take a picture of the trophy. You can show off. I'll put it on all our social media platforms, and then, boom. The next year, we might get more people want to do picks.
Well, if I get the trophy, it's gonna be part of my background since my man's Iron Man getting dogged out.
Miss Bitch, if you wanna pick, next year, because we're pretty solid. We got our 5 or 6. We got our 6 this year. You're gonna be 7 next year. I try to make this more interactive. You feel me? Like,
if I win that trophy, I'm gonna wear it around my neck like Flavor Flav used to wear that clock. the whole year, I'm just gonna wear that bitch every. You know how you got that Saints necklace? I'm getting some shit like making it with a dog collar chain and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
as you should. It's called bragging rights, bro. Like, that's bragging rights. So I'm definitely gonna try to plan something. So I need to know, you know what I'm saying? I need to know who wins. So I can't get the trophy until I know who wins, because I'm gonna have your name engraved in it, and that's your trophy from us. And encourage more people the next year. The more people, the bigger the trophy. Who knows? Next year might be trophy and some money. We put some money in the pot, might be trophy and the money. Who knows?
I'm all for it.
Yeah, we get bigger and better. Each year, get bigger and better. So you tell a friend, and you could be a part of the picks, and you could possibly win a trophy and money next year. Because this year we pretty locked up. The 6. I'm not about to try to add more people, and then we so far ahead, it don't make sense for.
Nah.
And it's gonna make you join into the show, and to get your picks in, you gotta get your picks in.
You gotta get the picks in. Picks in.
So I'm part of me hoping Ackley wins so he can show it off. Like, he can show it off, and more people can see it, and then more people can join. If I win, they're gonna say it's rigged. So I don't want to even really win the first one because they're gonna say, "Oh, he won the first one. It's rigged." You know? So I hope one of y'all with it. Like real talk. Most likely it's gonna be me winning it though. I'm gonna come in clutch. I just need to stay close so I can come in clutch that last week. Take that hope away. But
We'll see.
I am writing y'all shit down as you see. I only won 1 week. So I don't want anybody to say it's rigged. I was tied. I didn't even win it. I tied with Izzy for 1 week. Izzy was top dog 2 weeks in a row. Tied with me the first week. Izzy won it the second week. Doc won it the third week. So see, picks. These games can go any way you need to go. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. We can make this big thing so I can have a big thing on the computer and break it down to, how it is. And we'll do it. We're gonna get your picks in next year. But this you can just get your picks in for fun this year, you get your practice. But next year's only 6 people running in for the trophy. So we good. We got stay focused. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, Louise. I started the second half last year. Yeah, and I thought about you this year, so that's why I didn't do nothing for last year. I did it for this year, and you was here, and you got your picks in.
He put a picture up and it doesn't show.
Right.
I'll say all he gave us stars. Post it and let your audience see the picks. Yeah, I'm gonna put out my records. I'm gonna put up our records. Like I'm gonna put, week 1. I might, like I did before. I'll tinker with it last year. I might put our Facebook like our record week 1, our record week 2, 3, and then next week I'll put 4, and put like surprise pick or some shit like that. That's a lot of picks to put under 4 names, and that's
you definitely can't do all the picks. I think it'd be better.
Like surprise pick, and put out surprise pick for week 4 or something like that. Yeah, I'm still tinkering with it, but I definitely want to give the people who's participating, some type of award, a trophy. And like next year it might get bigger. I might save some money and just, give you some of my own money and just be like, here, thanks for joining. You won, blah, blah, blah. And who knows? One day we might have 200, 300 people doing this.
Hey,
do these
it got to start somewhere. But Venom and Smoke on the way up. So
yes, it did. I think Anthony is the first, was the first audience member to like start joining our picks.
Yes.
And you made me think to do this because at first it was just us picking just to pick to see what we do. And you made it into like a competition because now you're the audience. So if the audience beats us, man, that's great.
No.
That is. That'd be boss.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
But we some high intellectual characters out here.
Audience in 5th place right now. the audience in 5th place. But hey, we love it.
That's where you stand, 5th place. Keep picking Washington.
Doc had a week last week and surpassed me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Doc had a week. No problem, man. Look, I give respect to what is due, man. I thank y'all, man. I thank y'all for watching. Y'all been, man. Some of y'all been with us for 3 hours and 30 minutes, man, on a Friday night, man. I appreciate that, man. We pushed 3 hours and 30 minutes out. That's
much love, man.
A lot of work, but it will pay off, man. Hey, we always grinding, man. We ain't gonna never stop. He said, "Chill out, Mexico." He's Puerto Rican. He's not Mexican. Because you said you gonna win.
See, now I gotta cut him.
Don't you do it? No.
Now I gotta cut him. He called me Mexico.
No. Here you go. Easy part of the show.
You can't do it. You gotta give him a period to get used to us. Yeah. You got a probationary period.
Love part of the show. Look, we had to go straight to the love part of the show. We had enough debauchery on Thursday.
Yeah. Yesterday
And
was
that,
kind of off the hook.
now Thursdays are really no holds barred. You
Fuck
know,
Thursday.
Lala holds it down, but Lala's gonna get there. Like you could twist Lala. Like with me, I'm the bit of the sense of morality because I'm gonna stick by my guns. It's just me. But
Not you, Mr. Vaginal Activity.
hey, hey, but you blame
Look,
that
they
coach.
all turn. Look,
Oh,
look, we all turning these baby faces heels now, bro. We
That's
hey,
what
we,
I
but
was
you
just
we
know what?
about to
Hey,
say.
I'm still babyface though.
Little
But did
by
y'all hear?
little, the baby
little by
faces are
little,
turning heels.
little
But
by little.
did you hear that this man said he's filing a wrongful termination suit?
Oh
So
Lord.
Michigan State fired him, but now he wants his job. That man said, "Y'all trip. Y'all think I'm gonna just walk out this door?
He trying to get that bag.
He want the bag
Trying to
back.
get the
We'll see how it works out for him. But again, that's a subject for another day. Uh, Anthony says it's Friday. We don't work this weekend. LOL.
I feel you.
Hey,
My wife
hey.
about to have a heart attack if I don't bring my ass in there. That's how you with that.
Well, let me kick off these shout outs,
How you
man.
win this
Like,
money.
for real. Y'all know the vibes. It's always shout out to the commission as a whole for the platform of Venom and Smoke. We're on our way up. Man, just having a good old time for our Friday show. Thursday show always hold it down, keeping it entertaining. I try to participate with me in my comments as much as I can. This is our last Friday of the month of September. I don't believe I gave the shout outs for everybody who celebrated a birthday. So for those who enjoyed, I want to say is this Virgo season. Virgos and Leos, enjoy your season. Live it up to the fullest. September is wrapping up, as y'all see. September is still Sickle Cell Awareness Month. Shout out to my oldest. He has to live with it. He has to live with this full disease. It's nothing to play with. It's a matter of your blood. You have your pain,
Right.
your issues. Appreciate all the well wishes and thoughts, the warm thoughts that everyone has shared with me on that. And keeping it with the sports theme of it. I want to shout out a few sports themes. What's happening with tomorrow with Dion's son and Jerry's son going at it tomorrow. Thank you for bringing some light on to college football, especially brothers minorities. Shout out Vince Carter. 25 years ago, the best dunk that you ever seen in your life happened about 25 years ago. Uh, what else I got to shout out? I think I got maybe one more in me. Oh, two more in me. Um, Shouting out the Baltimore Ravens for having an all-black QB room. That's never been done in the history of the NFL, so that deserves some shine a light on that. And also for that's a little bit past NFL for the XFL and the USFL wanting to merge. So looking forward to that product and giving us more material for us to work with when we don't have the NFL to talk about. I mean, we talk about other stuff, but NFL does, eat up a lot of our topics, and I mean for
Dominate.
good reason because it's good content and it brings out the best for not only us but for our audience as well. So I want to
Yeah,
use those to, bring out my shout outs for the week.
definitely, definitely.
All right. Shout you guys out. Shout out the Thursday night show. It seems like little by little, everything's moving up, getting more people coming in. Lewis, thank you for stopping in. We're here every Friday, 8:30 Eastern. And I don't know about the other times, but you look like you might be from the Eastern slot. So it's 8:30 Eastern time. If you know anybody that's into sports, let them know, tell them to come in. We have a good time here. We talk about all different subjects. You got any questions, or you could bring up something and we'll even talk about it. Like always, shout out Lala. And if you don't know, Lala's Empire is on all social media platforms, and her reels lately have been off the hook, and some of the things that she talks about is definitely funny stuff, funny stuff, and stuff to make you go Like to shout out your son Eric. I mean, I know people that have sickle cell, and it's something really rough. And as long as he follows the doctor's orders, hopefully everything goes smooth with that situation.
Yeah.
Like to shout out Mo's son for playing defense, because I listen, I like offense, but there's nothing like playing defense. So if that's something that he likes, he should really think about focusing on the defensive side of the ball, because that is so much more fun than playing offense, especially when you're playing the line. The line, all you got to remember is blocking schemes. But on
Yep.
defense, you can go crazy. And if it's something that he showed that he could be good at, tell him to focus on it and work on that as well. Because like we were talking a couple of weeks ago with the footwork, it helps.
Mm,
It helps on both sides of the ball.
It does.
So definitely, if I hopefully he goes that route and he improves, because he's gonna see that it's a lot more fun to play defense than it is to play offense, especially when it comes
oh,
to playing on the line.
oh, yeah.
Shout out everybody's spouses. For we're up here now. Well, for me, it's 12:25. You guys is 11:25, and ain't nobody come snatch you out the room yet. So,
No, it was
definitely
about
shout
that.
out to spouses. And like I said, thanks for everybody that came in tonight. Miss Bitch and Lewis. I
Pops.
didn't mean to come at you the way I came at you, so I don't want you to take it personal. That's just the way we are. If we feel like we're being attacked in any sort of way, we're straight up venom and smoke. We like the smoke and we spit the venom. And
Yep.
that's just the way we are. So those are my shout outs for the evening.
Shut
Oh
up.
man, I thank y'all fellas for being on here. Definitely. Oh man, like giving y'all time to do this podcast. We started a little late, 15 minutes late, but still we got 3 hours and almost 40 minutes in.
You got
Thank
Eric-itis.
Louise. Hey man, look, don't shit on Eric like that, man. Pops joined. We had a car, Miss Bitch. We had a lot of comments. I like comments. They're pretty good. And man, I just love doing sports. I love doing, the wrestling sports. I really started off doing this as a sports podcast. Wrestling kind of branched off that. But I really like talking sports with you guys. It's real fun, interactive, man. Like I said, shout out to your son with the sickle cell, man. Like hope he gets better and gets the treatment he needs. Man, like I was gonna shout out my son too. I'm proud of him. It was National Sunday yesterday, and I got to watch my son play ball, man. So that's how I spent National Sunday, and he's still learning. His team is real young. They didn't really, they never been playing together that long. And they played Lutcher, who are state champs in their division. Like 8th grade and the upper class and the high school are, state champs. And they hung with them tight to the first half. It was like 16-6. They was hanging with them. My son was on the field for 2 big plays. Like he helped break a hole for somebody to score. He was on the field when the fumble recovery happened. And then, of course, they're a better team because they've been with each other. Then the gates broke open. You know how it is in the second half.
Yep.
The talent
Yep.
shines. So I told him, don't get down on yourself. I don't pray. I don't want to just praise you all the time. I gotta correct you. Like, if it seems like I'm hard on you, that's me because I'm like this. I want you to be great. If you want to do something, be great at it. And that's what you need to tell these kids. You're going to do something. I want you to be the best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want to know. I want you to know, hey, this is what you did wrong. Sometimes you need to know, hey, this is what you did wrong. I'm not saying you played bad, but this is what you did wrong. This you need to work on. Because I'm not going to celebrate you losing 40-6. I mean, we got to work. Like Coach Prime said, we got to work.
You're somebody daddy.
So you know what I mean? So it's like, if we working, we'll work. I'll make you be the best I can make you be. And then you could be great. I say be greater than me. That's what I want. So I challenge all the fathers in their children's lives. Make your kids better than you. I want you to be better than me. I don't want you to be me. I want you to be better than me. Better than what I ever can. So these kids today, and the kids watching it, man, if your parents hard on you, they just want you to be better than what you are. And it's not really being hard. It's just telling you, hey, you did this wrong. Accept advice. Because, and he took it and he's great with it. And like I say, he's gonna be great because he likes it. He's aggressive. He just got to get under control. So yes. I really like the fact that he's aggressive. We got to get under control. A couple times he was on the ground because he was too damn aggressive. But I like that he's aggressive. I can work with that. He's not scared. And he likes football. At first, I didn't think he was going to like football. I didn't force him into it. I didn't try to force him into it. I didn't even talk football with him. He just one day, hey, I want a football team. Hey, let's go to work.
Hey, yep.
Hey, I believe you shouldn't force
young man.
I said you shouldn't force nothing on the kid. I believe that. Let the kid choose what he wants to do. And I said, I'm behind you, whatever you want to do. You want to be a football player, fine. You want to be a rocket scientist, even better. Whatever you want to be, I'm with you. As long as you ain't a bum on the street, I'm good with you. That's how I feel. As long as you don't want to be a bum, I'm good. I can do everything but that. If you say you want to be lazy and lay around the house, I can't be with you with that. If you want to do anything else,
you got that on your own.
I'm with you. As long as you're doing something with yourself.
Yes, sir. So,
I'm proud of him. And like I was sitting up there, like I'm about to play a game. I felt like I want to go hit somebody. That's how I'm feeling. I'm not used to watching, like watching the Saints, but watching them, I said, man, I want to go out there and crack some heads now, man. Watching them do that re-energized me. So, yes, man, I'm proud of him, man. I just want him to know how much, how much I'm proud of him, man. And I was sitting there like beaming with pride, watching him out there playing. I didn't even know he was playing defense. He told me he mentioned something about defense, but then I saw him. I said, "Shit, that's him."
Hey, hold on.
And he did starting. Nah, he came in.
Okay.
See, he's a 7th grader. He got the 8th grader start. You know how they do that. He did the Reggie White move I taught him in the living room. And I just was smiling. The thump move, hitting him on the shoulder. That's what you see him doing in that picture I sent y'all. He hit him on the shoulder and kind of threw it off balance. I said, man, he listened to me. I said, I was smiling. I said, I was smiling. And that was like my proudest, like, I was like one of my proudest moments, bro. I was like, man, listen, he did it. Let's go on defense. Let's go defense. I said, he needs to be going forward, not backwards. So, like I said, I'm so proud of him. And I just want him to keep up the good work. As a good kid, he's a good kid. Just like Eric's kids are good kids, man. I see them, they come around. I love it, man. You're a great father, man. Izzy was a great father.
Appreciate that.
Man, I'm just saying, y'all, I love seeing men in their children's lives because there's so many men who not men. I'm like, if you don't be in your child's life, you're not a man to me. I'm just saying, I have zero respect for men who out there just dropping babies off and not being in their life.
And not doing anything with it.
That's fake shit. So I'm just like, I like to applaud all the fathers out there. Cause I know the mothers always get the love, man. Mama.
You're damn right.
I like to applaud the fathers.
Well deserved, by the way.
Well deserved them. I'm like, it's well deserved, but we heard it before.
Damn, Doc is a face. Doc is a 100% face.
Yes, he is.
Take the compliment, Doc. We know that the mothers are well deserved to be praised for what they do. Take your compliment.
Y'all get praised a lot, man. Come on. We know mamas are there. Mamas are there. We know mamas don't rarely leave. There's 10% of mamas who might leave. 90% of mamas are there. Nobody say, you rarely hear somebody, my mama wasn't there. You rarely hear that. So
True.
let me get the fathers. Let me get the fathers who out there who doing their thing with their kids.
Right.
But I appreciate y'all, man, because people don't realize, especially in this world, that fathers are needed. That's why they have so many undisciplined kids, because fathers are not in the house. And they don't realize their role in things because fathers and mothers are important. They together. There's no one is better than the other. They're together, and together they raise that child. And you fathers that are in your kids' lives, man, I just want to give y'all a shout out. It don't have to be June. Just want to give y'all a shout out for all the fathers that's in their kids' life, pushing their kids to be better. And that goes for adopted fathers, stepfathers, real fathers, biological fathers, a big brother program, whatever you in the child's life impacting it. I'm talking to you. And that's my shout out for the week, man. You know, it was good. Man, Luis, I'm sorry, Luis. Let me get to your comments, man. He been commenting. He said, my son has a football in him. Man, good looking, man. Look, be there support.
Yeah.
I hope he win. Hope he kick ass.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna come on and raise them up and put in that work. Yeah, I'm glad your son picked it. That's the only way they're gonna stick with it if they pick it.
Nice.
If they pick it, they're gonna stick with it. If you pick it, they're gonna hate it.
Yes.
So let them pick it. My son, a PC game and a football player, daddy playing coach. That's cool, man. Like, look,
nice.
That's real nice, man.
Hey,
I'm glad. Be easy because it's hard for someone. It's always hard for some people out there, and some people, like we were saying earlier, it's not many platforms where men could appreciate other men. And be like, you know what, man, I like you doing that, man. Like I like Eric when he have his children all over him while he trying to do the podcast. I love it. That's a great look, man. It's great. That's great. You in your kids' life, man. Like when you should be late going to your oldest son game. That's a great look, man. Great look. Because they the future, man. We had our time. They the future. And we gotta start raising these kids right. And it starts with it's our generation. It's no longer our parents' generation. It's us. That's the standard bearer.
Granddaddy stuff no more. It's not your daddy stuff no more. And guess what? We're having our light, and at the same time, we can't do it forever. So, like Mo said, man, they're the future. So invest in your future.
You gotta think about it. If you don't teach your future the right way, imagine when you get old, you ain't gonna have shit. So you better teach them the right way. All this dumb shit that we expose our kids to that don't help. We need to remove and eliminate. We need to bring back family values. And I don't mean, I'm not talking about what some people think I'm going with it. I'm talking about families going together doing stuff. Families sitting down and having dinner together and talking about how the day's going and stuff like that. These phones are the worst thing that could happen.
Technology in general.
Technology in general. Start being back. Bring back the families, man. Like, you should see. I know my son appreciated seeing me, my wife, and his grandma at his game yesterday. And I could have been like, man, I got a podcast. Oh, man, I'm too busy. I'm never too busy for my son. And I'm like this. I called off. I went to work late. I said, you know what? I'm just not going. This is my son's first football game. I'm not going to miss it. Fuck y'all.
Man, that's a major move, man.
I said, fuck y'all. I'll get another job. I'll kiss my ass. I ain't coming in here.
That's a major move.
Like, I'm not going because you know what he's going to remember his first football game and who was there.
Yep. Yes, he will.
And what it look like telling him, hey, my job is more important than you. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. And people better realize that, man. Your money is not more important than love, bro. And money come and go. That respect and love of a child, bro, that never goes away.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
Facts. Like money is money. I say money is money. You can make money, lose money. Money has no feelings, but that child has feelings.
Yes.
So all you deadbeat motherfuckers, remember that. Your child has feelings. Your child needs his father, and you out there gallivanting doing you. Just remember that shit. Like that shit really gets on my nerves, man. Like real talk. Man.
Hey.
That's the Lord speaking through me, bro. I don't plan my shout outs, bro. I just flow with it.
Yeah.
Vacations every year, meeting up with family, connecting with family. That's the best way to do it, Louise, man. That's the best way. And might miss a practice, but no games. I ain't missing no games.
Hey.
Nope.
My son gave me permission to miss his October 19 game. He said, I know you go to the Saints game, and I know you can miss that one. So I got permission to miss that one. Because I was going to go
Thursday night
second
game.
half.
Yeah, it is coming up.
Yeah. As I say, I was going to go second half.
Yeah.
I was going to make the game in the second half. I was going to watch his game, make sure you stay, go there. But he told me this morning, he was like,
right.
You don't have to come to every game, man. You can miss that one. I said, okay. Thank you.
Just let him know that all the hard work that he puts in now will pay off later.
Yes,
He might not like the drills. He might not like the gym. He might not like the running, but and it'll all pay off in time.
Man, running suck.
But the funny thing is, he likes to work.
Oh,
when I
good.
have him in the gym with me, I'm like, you tired? You can take a break on this one. No, I like that. No.
Oh, nice.
I want to lift more. No, you're not. You're not about to fucking strain that on me. You gonna lift when I take the lift.
I ain't taking you home till your mama hurt.
Fuck no, you ain't gonna have HR kill me.
You messing with my vaginal activities.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, indeed. I'm trying to get you a sister or brother, and you messing that up.
Oh man.
That's what I like about it. It's like when he into something, he into it. And he like, when I'm in the gym, I'm like, you showed, man, you want to take a break? Nah, I got it. Then I have to make him take a break. Hey, look, hey.
Yeah.
Let me do this. I got this. Use it down.
Right. Yeah. That's how the sets work. You're supposed to take the rest to prepare for your next set. So
and then I said I could do more exercises than you because I'm bigger than you. Do every exercise I do. You walking around, tell some shit, and then now you can't play.
And now you messed up now.
But now, like I say, I'm proud of all the fathers who are out there doing their thing. But we'll be back Thursday for the wrestling show. So if y'all like wrestling, we'll be back Thursday, wrestling 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. And of course, we'll be back Friday with our sports show we had tonight. And we'll have hopefully Nasty come back and do his 60 push-ups he owes us.
Yeah.
On the week 4 results, and then we'll be doing the picks for week 5, and also whatever news happens between now and next Friday. So
I think that he should be penalized 10 push-ups for every week that he doesn't do them.
I'll allow it.
You're like, yo, you miss, like if he misses next week and doesn't show up to do the 60, the following week you got to do 70.
You got to do 80 because you missed this week.
Well, he don't know about this made up rule we just made up.
Oh well, too late. It's on record.
There it is. It's on record. Y'all know I'm gonna mark it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna mark it right now. Let me mark it right now.
354. So bad. This is your host, Bo Young. You got the Diabolical here to J and Doc Eric. Man, y'all have a safe weekend. Peace, and we out.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Yeah, enjoy your weekend. For real. Yo, enjoy your weekend.
If you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my Rip Hamilton jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, Gentleman, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.